I thought, okay, that person uses it a lot. I want to buy another one for myself, but I can. It's not anymore. You cannot buy it anymore.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, see, then I want my art book back. I'm
Mhm.
attached to my art book. You have to give it back.
I
Well, you
know.
can copy everything, but I want the original one. Anyhow, we're gonna try to find maybe on the second hand market or on old book markets you can find sometimes, but they are no anymore because of those stupid lockdowns. So yeah, because in old books, yeah, it's I would really love to find the old books, like a lot of good old books.
I
So
know.
there, Jonathan is already here.
Hello, Jonathan. Um, Damn it, what was I gonna say? Oh, and there's a Rick Levine that I watch sometimes. He's really good. And I didn't realize this that so the final count for the election has to be in by the 23rd, but
Hmm.
on December 21st is the winter equinox.
Yes,
Wait, no,
and
winter
yeah.
solstice. And um Jupiter and
Hello,
Saturn
Jimmy.
Jupiter and Saturn both conjunct at 0 degrees in Aquarius.
Good. I looked it up too. I wrote something about it, but that's after the eclipse, and then you can go.
Yeah.
No, it's actually a positive thing. You know
Yeah.
why? Because then the Pluto has no influence on them because they're already in another sign. They're over the wall.
Right.
So because when Pluto is in relation with another planet, it always wins. The other planet has no chance to to bring their own influence, or Pluto uses the influence from the other planet to expand his power.
Right.
So now they're just slipped out in another sign like Aquarius. That's gonna be good. I'm really curious what it's going to bring. It's tomorrow, I think. Yeah? No. Yes,
The
tomorrow is
eclipse?
21st.
Wait, the eclipse? No,
No,
December
no.
21st.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. December 21st. Just
Yeah,
yeah.
December 21st. You jumped
Okay.
ahead of
Okay.
time.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
A
No.
month ahead.
True. Okay. Now let's start. Okay, that's for 1 month later then 1 month, but that's a good thing. Just before Christmas
Yeah.
might be a good thing.
Yeah.
So, and then my moon is in Sagittarius. I think my moon is on 21 December. I mean, no, not December, 21-degree Sagittarius. So and then that's like a kind of conjunction, not half sextile. That's actually it's quite strong. So actually, I think
Well, what's it
it gives
mean? Because I got the same moon.
moon is Sagittarius, and oh, no, I don't have it in real life. It's in Gemini, but
Right.
in solar in my yearly astrology. So sometimes things change, but only an accent on different houses. But that is actually like, okay, moon, Sagittarius, moon is movement, it wants to change, and Sagittarius is traveling. So I should be able to travel next year.
Oh, good.
So good, huh? I
Yes.
mean, I hope it's going to be like that.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that were canceling, like coming from Florida and everything, because now our state, which makes no sense, certain states have to quarantine for 2 weeks if they visit
Ah,
or
that's
leave our state.
crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's actually really that's mean. It's like really
Yeah,
funny. Just with Thanksgiving. Ah.
and it's like so so if you're from Florida, I don't know, you got to quarantine, but if you're from like West Virginia, then you're cool. Like,
Yeah.
because COVID knows
Yeah,
knows
those
who's
the
visiting
states.
from
Okay.
where. Yeah, I know. It's insane. It's
It's
so
so
crazy.
crazy. Yeah.
The rules make
Uh,
no sense.
yeah, that's why people, if they don't wake up, how like my family, so yeah, like my family, my brother. You have to troll my brother. He's always he's teasing me on my timeline. So everybody troll my brother. So I will be happy. And he's so stupid. He's really stupid. But
It's really
okay,
stupid.
he's stupid. He's a
I know.
science. He does science, but he does. He's not a scientist. He does like United Science.
Yeah.
That kind of science. So yes, it's winter solstice. So maybe I can explain a little bit about the eclipse. We're gonna explain a little bit about the eclipse, and then herbs and signs and planets. So, but yeah, probably a lot of people saw it more or less the eclipse, which is coming the 3rd of November. And in generally, eclipses are kind of not a good omen according to ancient knowledge, but astrology, modern astrology, is uses it in a different way. It says more like, okay, it's kind of the darkness is getting in yourself, or whatever you need to heal has to come out, and you have to go through those things. And maybe, yeah, we can also see it in that way. So it's, if you're aware of it, then it doesn't conquer you. If you're aware of your um, more or less good sides, or whatever you call, or imbalanced sides, then they don't dominate you, because you, yeah, you see them. If you don't see something, they want to get your attention. If you like press your dark side, and you don't want to recognize it, then it will come up more easily, because it says, "Hey, see me, see me, see me. I want to have my talk too," and then it jumps on the surface without you knowing. But if you see it, okay, you say, "Okay, you can have come out," but you smooth it a little bit. I mean, that's how I see it. So that's
I
more
think
like being, huh?
our dark side is kind of necessary because, like, if you're put in a really bad situation,
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean, where you kind of like have to fight for survival or whatever, it's your dark side that you pull on to survive in that moment. You know what I mean? Like, it will do what it has to survive. The light
yeah,
side would
true.
just roll
Yeah.
over and die. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, it is. It is. So, but anyhow, yeah, that is. So that's then. Let's see it now from that side. So the planets, positive. The planets are, most all planets go direct now. From yeah, they will go from that day the direct. So the 7 planets like Saturn, Jupiter, Mars, all they were all retrograde. They're coming direct, which is positive. So that it's more things can happen, more things can flow. So it's, in a way, it's good. So, but then you had the time to reflect about things, and people might have used, if the time positive, like, okay, I feel this and this, but I'm not going to act according what I feel, but I try to be at That's also like, the anger in you can be used constructive to, okay, let's do something positive to, yeah, to get rid of this situation, or at least, yeah, less self-destructive. So that is now the time that will can come around. So anyhow, because the retrograde planets is like ships going to mud. It does not go very. It has to like dig and or like between ice. And now the mud is gone, so now the ship can really go forward. But if you didn't choose a direction yet, then you still can go run against the cliffs or the rocks in front of you. So that's the thing. And the other thing is, yeah, okay, and Neptunus is also going direct after 29th of November of the 28th. Neptune is the planet of chaos, of vague, of also intuition, but sometimes confusion. You don't know where to go, you don't know what to do, you're just a little bit stuck, then you're like disoriented. But when it's retrograde, but when it's coming back again in direct, it's moving again forward, then you can have like really um, good clarity, really, yeah, clarity, so that you find, yeah, a good vision, that you know what to do, that you can follow your dream becomes more clear, you have kind of ideas what you want, and then, yeah, maybe not, maybe it is, and it's fake, or there's a lot of illusions, and then suddenly when Neptune is going direct, you say, oh no, this is it. You have like, okay, aha, alertness, I have to go that way, I can leave my illusions behind, and I feel good, something like that, positively. But it could be the 21st. I don't know. I think I thought was the 8th of November already, but I didn't write the date. What is here? Not 9, here says 29 of 11. Actually, Neptune is going direct. So it's not, yeah, within week. Okay.
It's the day before the eclipse.
Yes, just before eclipse. So that's actually the counter power. I mean, the power the planets say, okay, we're going direct. Now we have to conquer the eclipse. The eclipse on itself is kind of dark energy. But Neptune going direct is unconditional love. Whatever happens, I mean, the love is unconditional. You're good with ever what happens. So you're not like, yeah, it's like more going in oneness. It's like more like your emotional is getting more, your emotions are not out of tune. You're more in the center. It's like you're surrendering. Neptune is in the positive, most positive way. It's like complete surrendering, and you let happen what needs to happen without your interference. But your fate, or your not your destiny, not your fate, can your path gets cleared more. That's how I see. I mean, that's how she kind of explains it and how I understood it. So divine oneness. Okay.
I was going to say
Yes.
too, like as a collective, I heard it as like, so we've been under this like almost like a fog of delusion, right? And Neptune's like foggy and misty, so it's like you trying to navigate through what is real and what is not through the mist. And then
Yeah.
when it goes direct, it's like that mist kind of clears away, and
Yes.
you can listen to your intuition better and decipher what was the delusion and what was real.
Yeah, and I hope so on collective level that people now really are going to see, oh my God, did we really get so much deceived this year? Hey, it's not going to happen with us anymore. You can no. No, so that could be also like on collective level because the big planets are more working on collective level. Actually, personal also, but even more meant for collective levels like Neptune and Uranus and Pluto. Those
Mhm.
are collective planets. So if Neptune gets more clarity for whole the people, that's going to be a very good sign if they can overcome their fear. That's and
Right.
Saturn, yeah, Saturn going to Aquarius gets more independent. It says, okay, to the authorities, whatever you might say, I claim back my power. That's the good quality of Saturn in Aquarius.
Yeah, and also, so this is like Saturn's last hurrah in Capricorn before it leaves,
Yes,
and at its last degrees is when it's the most, I guess, malefic, malefic or
yes, yes, yeah, malefic.
strongest. Yeah.
Yeah,
So with restrictions and father figures and
yeah,
do as I say, not as I do, that is going to be strongest right now in these last month while it
yeah,
transitions into,
yeah.
yeah.
That's it.
So
Yeah. So actually, a lot of besides the eclipse, a lot of positive things. So so the density of Saturn in Capricorn will get more kind of not really flexible because Saturn is not flexible, but it gets more openness to build a reality which is more favorable. Because in Capricorn it's like power and willpower and yeah, like you said. So that's it. Um, Okay, and then the full moon, if we see it positive, it's like you show the light on undiscovered topics. So that's the big full moon. And then on collective level, is there might still some hidden things, secrets going be revealed. Like is
mhm,
not even everything is revealed. Still something behind in behind their sleeves that will be exposed because the full moon is light. It brings light on the darkness because moon is working in the dark. So
right.
whatever needs to be um, relieved, get out of the darkness. The full moon will do that. So then, because it's happening between the axe from Gemini and Sagittarius, so again, that might mean that this we discover again info what has been wrong. I mean, maybe we know that already, but maybe a lot of people find now out. Hey, they were all the time lying to us. Who are they to think of us? So the anger of the people will be risen,
Yeah, intensified. I was just going to say that.
intensified, and that's the thing. That might be something like, okay, the people has to, yeah, they have to try to stay in their center, but it's not up to us. But that will be risen, and full moon brings all out of emotions.
Yeah.
Um, so that is the thing. They have more info, more lies are coming up. So the thing is, if we then the danger is when we get scattered or thrown in our stream of emotions, we lose focus. And we will lose like we are like you are swimming in a wild sea. You have to be in the waves, not against the waves. That's how you
Right.
survive when you're trying to drown. You have to be in the waves because the waves will carry you, but if you're fighting against the wave, they will drown you. And yeah, that's the danger is that people are will their emotions will be like a tsunami, and they don't know what to do with their emotions, and they will destroy themselves instead of being focused and going to
Right.
constructive. So they're a bit scattered their emotions, and their focus is gone. So that should be avoided for but yeah. Um,
The riots should be avoided. No, that's funny. Sorry. No, just the way you said it, like so freaking out and burning things down should be avoided. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think so.
Well, I mean, it will happen maybe, but anyhow, but when we feel like totally lost in our emotions, we should grasp to the higher truth, and that is Uranus, and that gives clarity and your intuition. You have to grab to your intuition. You have to, and then you have to be still, like the water, like was nicely with the I Ching of we call it I Ching and Tao Ting. You write it like Tao Ting, and in here in translated in Belgium, like in Flemish, we say itching, ching ching ching, itching. So that's more easy for me, and it means yeah.
You're
So
so
that's
cute. I love you. Good.
so when the water is still, we can really receive everything nice, find the truth, and that's Uranus. So we have to try to be guided by Uranus and not get emotional boosted up by the full moon. So, but that because if that happens, then yeah, you have the revolution energy. So, like all the people will go on the streets and all this kind of stuff. And if people do that, that's a kind of interesting thing. I mean, that's what my guru said. It's not here. She said if people are going to start wild and things like that, Earth will react accordingly. So that might come hurricanes, earthquakes, tsunamis, stormy weather, lightnings, fires again. That is all a kind of because it reflects. Um, so that might, and that's also Uranus. It's lightning, it's strong lightning, and it's like a sudden Earth, sudden nature disasters is also related to Uranus. But anyhow, then she said for the US that this is generally, and then because on the chart of the United Nations of the America, like she sees the descendant is Cancer, and she took the chart. Maybe it's wrong because, like we said, in 1871 there is no government anymore. It's actually corporations. So I don't know
Right.
how it works in astrology, but she chooses 4th July 1776 as the date of the birth of American United States of America. Anyhow, if that is true, maybe it's not true, so we don't know. Then the people will wake up because then Uranus is falling in the 3rd house. It's all informations. People but it's good because it's okay. Hey, if that was a lie, this is true. That was a lie, this is true. That was a lie, this is true. So people getting like totally nuts because if suddenly for people who are not seekers or were not ever, it's just thrown into public, so they get like a little bit out of their mind. Might be. because
Well,
they cannot handle it because they were not the seeking kind, and that might be the difficulty. And then, but then the positive things, free press might be again be born.
right.
So the MS, the mainstream media, might have his nicely end.
Have its
Rip,
end.
rip, RIP, mainstream media. That would be good.
Yeah, that would be good. I was going to
Yeah.
say something now I forget. I don't
Oh,
know.
sorry.
It's okay. It was something about what we were just talking about, though.
Yeah.
I don't know. Whatever.
So, and then Gemini is in the eighth house. But no, what is this? Yeah, okay. It relates to the U.S. history, also like the Civil War. So it's kind of we'd already talked about that. That can be kind of similar situation, but we
Hmm.
are living in a tech society, and in that case, it will be different. Um, but like always, on economical level, Pluto is Pluto is 727 Capricorn, and it seems to be the second house in the US charts. I don't know if it's true. Oh yeah, you said Sagittarius is the first house, eh?
Yeah.
For yeah. So so it means the fundamental changes in the economy is big transformation, which is good because money will not survive. It's
No.
already long predicted because with Uranus in Taurus, and Taurus is
Money.
mundane, is the house two, is rules over the house two, over the world. And house two is everything what is value, the money. And Uranus says, okay, this has to be totally destroyed. No, we give you time, now it's done, so it will be destroyed. The money system will be more or less gone, or kind of new things will rise up. It's not like today the money is gone and tomorrow is something new. It's like there will be a big
A great reset.
new ideas, new ideas, and positive too. It might be probably difficult, but
It's going to be really difficult.
yeah. But that is with the falling down of things. It has to be
Right.
first destroyed to build up later. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And it's worth more when you work for it.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
mean that not in the slave on a
Yeah.
commercial, you should work hard for a paycheck sense. Like when you
But
build something yourself with your own hands, like at the end of the day, you feel tired and stuff, but you feel it's different. I don't know if it's a
yes,
sense
different.
of
It
pride
raises.
or,
Yeah.
yeah,
It gives you
it
self-esteem.
yes, it makes you feel good and like
Yeah.
you know, even if
Yeah.
it's like crappy and falling apart, like you did something, you know what I mean?
Yeah. It is. Um, okay, that is what. And then. So yeah, the people might like I said, there might be a little bit of chaos among the people. And all different that is all different parties will fight against each other. Um, the media will fall anyhow. Eris is a kind of point, and I never that represents the media, the leadership, and people. I mean, people are revolting against it.
Yeah.
So
Well, even with
Pluto,
Neptune,
but against both, because the media, I think, like what I see here, what she said, Pluto is the authority, it's the government. Eris is on the side of the media, but Eros, and it's opposite the descendant. It means like the people is like a Mercurius. I said, this is objective information. We are done with government and media together. So put a line over it. So people are fed up, and that could be like the chaos maybe we might expect. But what happens in US has a domino effect. So whatever is because everything starts from US in a way because you are the leading nation more like, and then it will go down to Europe to the other continents. So, so in the beginning we will have angry, confusions, and all that kind of stuff. And in that kind of emotional chaos, we should be like water. I mean, I like it now to use because it was so beautiful that, and that is the only thing we can do, because if we're going in stormy weather in the ocean, we drown. No, nobody can
Right.
win against that storm. So it's not a good thing. But it will bring a shift of energy.
Yeah. I was
A
going to say
big,
too, with Neptune, um, delusions are never sustainable. At some
yeah,
point, intuition breaks through the fog and mist of delusion. So the media can't hold forever. It will eventually crumble down.
yes,
I think, and I think it's getting to that point
yeah.
because, like, on like Facebook, anywhere you go, really now, all those little pop-ups, like click here to get your truth about the election, right? And it's all sponsored by Biden. Um, how can people not see through this stuff anymore? It's so obvious. It's crazy.
Yeah,
But
it's true.
but
Yeah, it is.
and so
That it,
sometimes I go to click on it to, because X is like, a pinpoint, and I go to click it to make it go away, and it pops up. And like every day, Biden has more and more numbers, and Trump has less. And I'm
less
like,
and less.
what?
Yeah, until now, some people
It's
really
just
going with it,
crazy.
because I just got a
Uh-huh.
post from my yogi friends who called yeah, my group is all for Biden and Kamala and whatever Obama. They think they're enlightened. They really think they're enlightened. Say they're totally nuts. But anyhow, so I say, how can you be enlightened and not see through it? Then you're not enlightened. Whatever. I'm not saying I am enlightened, but at least I see through those things. But yeah, and it's gonna be all
No,
right
I think.
because yeah, the Democrats are going to win and everything going to be fine. So yeah, you'll see soon.
Oh, I
So,
know.
yeah, but it's so stupid. So how can you not see it? Yeah, of course. But anyhow,
But
uh,
real quick, right? Because you don't have to watch the whole thing. I didn't watch the whole thing either because first of all, it creeped me out, and secondly, all I could feel was all this energy, like we're gonna kill you. Like it was awful. And but yeah, Biden's speech that he gave the other day on like Channel 6
no,
or
I didn't
something.
feel it. Yeah.
If you guys, it is literally like I felt like I was watching 1984, where the guy gives a speech about like how you have to obey. Like it was crazy, and my uncle was like, "Oh my God, look! It looks like you just got frustrated and just wanted to be like, look, we just want to kill you guys. Can you just get over it?" Like, but it was so creepy and dystopian nightmare, and they were deliberately using words to create like an other, like pretty much anybody who doesn't support him supports Trump, and they're an other, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the psychological words they were using,
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
was
True. That's what they
insane. It
do.
was
Yeah.
so crazy. Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
oh my God. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. It is crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So. But anyhow, the frequency of, because the planet's going direct again, and then Uranus is getting strong, that gives a high vibe energy. But you have to tap into it. So otherwise, yeah, if yeah, that's the thing. That is what, if people cannot tap into it, they get emotional, totally in chaos. And if
Right.
you can tap in it, you come in the center of the energy and you stay calm. That's what she says. And I think it's true. It's like when you have a, how do you call, like a whirling wind, like a big one, tornado.
Tornado.
Yeah, in the center of the tornado, it's totally peaceful, they say.
Right.
So it's no sound, it's totally silence. But when you're not in it, it's like it makes you totally nuts because the sound is so audible. I mean, I never saw a tornado, I never heard a tornado, but I read some people. I mean, that it's such a traumatic experience because it's so, yeah, so creepy and so and yeah, but you have to be in the center. Mm. So that's about it. And oh, yeah, so like, yeah, you have to
Oh,
go inwards. That's the most thing. And then the affected, if the people who are awake and they're not going into the massa, they can rise up the level. So
hold on a second.
yeah.
Don, can you shut that? Thank you. I don't know. Thank you. Sorry.
Yeah. So so we have to stay actually in the higher vibe and don't get so there we go again, but I'm not gonna read it.
um.
Okay.
Oh, I remember because I did watch some of the Pam Gregory, and I liked how she said that because we say apocalypse all the time, right?
Yeah.
And apocalypse revelations, it basically just means revealing of truths and revealing
Yes.
of divine
Yeah.
truth. That's all it really actually means, right?
Yeah.
Because and technically, if you think about it, right, the end of the world, yeah, because if you reveal the truth about your world and it sucks, you're gonna end it and start a new one, right? So
Yeah. True.
it
Yeah.
it doesn't
Yeah.
necessarily have to be scary, even
Yeah, it's
though
true, and yeah, that's true.
these
But I don't know, like the warp, like this. Yeah, the facts in 24 hours. I read it also. I don't. Who is gonna do that? Like there, how many million people are there? Um,
what do you wait?
the
The what
warp, like
thing?
he said, in 24 hours, the vaccine will be delivered all over American. Yeah, here within 24 hours.
Oh yeah, my governor today said, Pfizer and the FDA is going to approve it, and I don't know, whatever. Oh, and they will be the first to get like 150,000. Yeah, my governor's going to kill us all. He really is. I'm not even
Yeah,
kidding.
but that will be the revolution then. I mean, if it's really like
Hmm.
that, if the military is on the door, then people will they will freak out.
Yeah, yeah,
But and yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to. I always believe that if you follow your intuition, that there will be some safe place where you can. I don't know, where they don't see you.
or
I
you can
don't know.
hide.
Where you can hide, or is it in you build up an imaginary kind of wall that they forget about you? It's like, oh no, it's like with Moses, and I think about that sometimes. When Moses said to the Pharaoh, please leave our people free, because there might be something terrible happening. If you don't, then all the first sons born, all the firstborn will die. And then he told the people of Israel, "You put a sign on your wall that the destroyer of that energy does not come in your door and kill your firstborn." So I think we have to do something like that. I don't
Oh,
know. I just that imaginary came in.
yeah, your personal cover. Yeah, I feel like I do. Um, Damn it. Oh, yeah, but about the revelation thing, right? Because the Pam Gregory was saying how she feels like there's going to be three. Like I do feel like a year or maybe a little more, but definitely at least a year of like revealing the truths of like really crazy stuff that we all kind of know anyway. We just didn't have the
Yeah.
details. And but I do think there's going to be three major bombs, and I have a feeling that one of those major bomb truths is going to be like, yeah, aliens talk to our leaders. Like, you know what I mean? Like aliens been meeting with the rich people and
Yeah.
experimenting on us. I have a feeling that's gonna
Yeah, but I cannot believe that will. I mean, yeah, will it really happen? Yeah, I mean, yeah, we have to see. I mean, it might. I mean, I will not say never, never, but then is that surely the revolution is breaking out. I'm 100% sure,
Oh
and
yeah.
I think 60% of the people don't want the vaccine. Even the people who are for vaccines are now like, yeah, I wear a mask, but no, I will not. I will pass a vaccine. I mean, I met a few people who said, "No, I'm okay with the mask, but no, I will not take a vaccine." Yeah. Oh yeah, Morales said, "Aliens are here working with government, like PM, Prime
Really?
Minister Hellier."
I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, I did. Morales is from South America, the one from yeah. Anyhow, it's gonna be at least surprising what is going to happen when hopefully it's good. So anyhow,
Oh,
if we
that was the
should
other thing. Oh, okay. So real quick. December 21st, right? Winter equinox. And
Yeah.
Saturn Jupiter conjunct at 0 degrees in Aquarius, right?
Yeah.
And I also thought it was kind of cool that, so in the precession of the equinoxes, the 26,000 year cycle that Earth makes, Aquarius is the winter equinox, the 2,600 years it spends in Aquarius is the winter equinox of that precession. So
Hmm.
we're heading into the winter equinox of Earth at the
Yeah.
winter equinox of the precession. But anyway, on December 23rd is supposedly when like that final whoever picks our president day happens.
Oh yeah, yeah, true, yeah.
And it, to me, it's like, is that really a coincidence that you have this like powerful alignment energy shit going on like a
Yeah.
day before they start doing that kind of stuff? Like, to me, that's not coincidence. I'm
No,
sorry.
it's not
Not.
coincidental. Yeah,
No.
it's gonna be wow. Okay, yeah. But yeah, actually, in Jupiter and Saturn, that's going to be the new human awareness, the new human innovation, people oriented, people coming together, like we talked, like everybody uses his individual skills from bottom up, from bottom down, and it stays spread it. It's not this kind of hierarchy, but it's like equal, like equality, not equal, but everybody is different, but there is a kind of equality. Um, because Sagittarius is coming now. So yeah, tomorrow is the sign of Sagittarius. So the government's the vision is going to be more clear for people because Sagittarius wants a good vision. It's like he has a target, he has a goal, and he has a higher vision because it's ruling over the ninth house. It's the ruler over beliefs, visions, religion, but then more open-minded. And Capricorn is more rigid, like this is you have to follow this belief or this belief or that belief, but that's the fundamentalistic vision. So, but with Sagittarius and then Saturn in Aquarius, you have a kind of okay, we have that vision that Saturn can bring it in reality. That's a positive way. I mean, it's like grounded, but he sees the positivity of the water Aquarius um, vision, and he will pave a way to make it come true. That's the positive way, the most positive way to look at Saturn in yeah, in Aquarius. So the thing is for sure, Saturn out of Capricorn, there will be a change of plans. Even if
Yeah.
now maybe the last week of November might be extremely like, oh my God, we are all gonna die. No way, because when Saturn and is jumping over to Aquarius, he says, whatever the government did, this is going to be upside down. It's going to be flipped
Yeah.
upside down.
And you know what? I'm hoping it's more like self discipline and
Yeah, it must
discipline
be
like in a
self-discipline.
humanitarian level. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, yeah,
you
because
know,
you cannot evolve when you have no
right.
discipline. I mean, Saturn is good. I mean, you have to have the discipline, you have to have the tenacity, and you have to have the patience. Like, I work for something, I work as hard as possible, I will reach my goal. And I take it step by step. So it's not like in a speedy, rushy way. But and being open for changes, because in Aquarius, there are always changes. In Capricorn, no, I have to set this road has to be like this, and it does not fit. I don't care. It has to be like this, even if it's not totally misfitted. So, but in Aquarius, it's not okay. Okay, we started with this, but oh no, now we see this material might be better or this. Okay, it's always open for change, and that is in Aquarius, and that is good. So, and the rulers will be stripped from their authority. Like, whom will make it? There will be. There might be. Sorry, I might not be happy too much happy. They might be beheaded. I reckon French Revolution they were beheaded, but
Yeah.
maybe not that way. But at least they should be stripped from their power.
No, a lot more
Um,
should be exposed soon,
no, no, but
but
no,
it'll
we
only
no, we
be
are not
good.
in that time of the. I mean, I don't
Mm-mm.
know.
No, I mean, I
So
think an exposure of something is coming,
yeah.
but it's not going to be the final big one. Final big
No,
one's
no, it
aliens,
is.
baby.
Yeah, it
I want
is
the
like.
aliens.
Uh, so yeah, for a while our lives will be upside down. I mean, they're already kind of upside down. But yeah, I think those, yeah, because at 0 degree is very powerful too. Because Saturn and
Right.
Jupiter 0 degree is very powerful. It's really the beginning. It's like a seed when it starts growing, it needs a lot of power, otherwise it cannot grow. It needs in the ground, it needs to come up and find its place near stones and rocks, because it's like the tiny tiny field, and it will go through the hard earth. It has that power, and it comes through the earth, and it starts yeah, speeding up. So it's extremely powerful energy that little tiny seed has, and that is the symbol for 0 degree. So it's not like, okay, it's only zero, but 0 degrees is like, no, it's not like zero, how you say, point zero energy. Maybe maybe it would be nice if that comes, that's okay. Hey, point zero energy is free. That would be something. Um
Well, this was my concern because, like we're
yeah,
all going to die. And after Biden's speech, that was just crazy. That was just, I couldn't believe it was even on TV. Like it was real and allowed. Like it was so
yeah,
illegal. but, but, so because so they were in Capricorn and this was everything they learned, right? And they understand how to use these energies way better than we do, right?
yeah,
And a lot of people are kind of losing their minds and not even taking a minute to think about what they're doing. But so I feel like this is everything they learned. And now we're going into the Aquarius, which is the technology age. And I really feel, and it's December 21st, and it's right before the 23rd. And I really feel like, and I'm not for Biden or Trump or anything, but I just really feel like whoever they call, that's the direction we know that we're headed and the fight that we're up against. Because it's either going to be like, I feel like if they call Trump, then
yeah,
like lots of truths will be exposed and maybe things
yeah,
will change. Not
yeah,
that he's some
true.
hero, it's not him. I'm just saying
Yeah,
the signs. Let's
yeah,
put it
yeah,
that way.
true.
It's not, I'm not giving him credit, you know what I mean? But and then if they call Biden, it's like, yeah, we're using this technology to microchip you all into hell. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think that's where we're at.
Yeah, yeah, it is. It is.
That's
It's
my concern.
yeah, it is. It's yeah. My Democrat stepmom dear wants to kill my libertarian dad. She won't quit going off and yelling. Yeah, that's the crazy energy. It's like now at full moon, everybody is so upset about yeah, about different identities. It's like it's again, it's always choosing for identities, which doesn't solve anything because we need to be still water. And yeah, it's nice. I love to use that still water analogy. So, and yeah, but with Jupiter and Saturn in Aquarius, what you see is what you get. So it can be actually quite positive. And Aquarius is always the higher truth, the intuition, inspired by the universe from on high frequency. So it's not small-minded ego truths, but it is a higher truth which is benevolent for whole humanity. So yeah, selection, yeah. Anyhow, so yeah, yes, it's
Yeah, don't get it confused. I think this is all universal and collective, and
yeah,
I really think it's really our thoughts and actions that can change this. I don't think it's up to Trump or Biden. I don't even
no,
think it's up to the puppeteers in the background pulling it all together.
yeah,
I really do think it's up to us, like,
yeah, it's up to us.
and how we act and how we, you know, behave
Mhm.
and do things and put our things out into the
Yeah, and
world.
it's like also if we are in that higher energy, we want to help people. I mean, it's like we have
Hmm.
compassion and we want to help them. We're not going to fight them.
Right,
And it's like yeah, in war times too, like the good people, they were okay, we have maybe three crumbs of bread, and I give you one crumb and you one crumb, and everybody has only one crumb, but everybody has food for if there is not
right,
nothing but what you have, you still can, they still share. and that positive energy keeps you alive. It's even not the food of the material food, but the energy that we have to remind keeps you alive. The positive energy. It's much more stronger than I believe than food on itself. Of course, we need food. We cannot live without food. But if the I mean, if your vibrations are high, that is a very strong nourishment on every level, which can keep you going on even in difficult times.
Yeah.
So that is what I believe. Of course, it's of course more easily said than when you see those crazy people and standing in front of you. Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah,
know. I was just
that's
gonna say, some of these people might get me killed, and yeah, I'm not letting that happen. It's warrior.
yeah. No, we don't have to look. I mean, that's what I say.
Time
Don't.
I don't get dying for someone's stupidity. There's a lot of things I'll die for, but I'm not dying for somebody else's stupidity. No way.
No, no. It's better. No, that's why I think we don't have to go on the streets. I mean, only if we see people like suffering. I don't know. Yeah, you try. Yeah, I think you're protected when you try to do the good. Uh, yeah, the personality.
That's
Let's
pretty
move
much
on. Yeah. Anyhow, let's. Okay, so it's yeah. I don't know how it will turn out. Yeah. It also shows how far we are evolved. Are we going in the craziness? Are we, I mean, if everything is violent and aggressive, are we acting in the same way? Are we staying out of it and trying to be not involved in angriness? But of course, if you see children, I mean, I can believe that you start fighting if you see people hurting children. I mean, if you see that and you're on the street, I mean, you want to save that child. I mean, I would
right.
be like that. At least for children. With adults, I think you can kill each other. I'm not going to
Intervene.
interfere. I'm not, but with children, I might
Yeah.
fight too. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
that's what I say. Like, I feel like irresponsible to be like, I'm just gonna run away in the woods, and
mm.
whatever is left afterwards, I'll come back. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
maybe that might be the best idea. That's what a lot of people in war times they lived very far away from places. They stayed there. They didn't interfere, and they kind of survived. And people needed help. They gave it. There are a lot of stories about that, but they didn't go interfering and okay, I'm gonna fight the Germans. Oh, I'm gonna fight the French or the English, whatever. They were not involved in it, and that's why those people they said they helped every kind. They helped the poor Germans who were wounded. They helped the English who were wounded. They helped. Yeah, it's fun on TV, but not in real life.
not in real life.
Not in real life. We are not a generation that has really seen like war like the East countries. We didn't. I mean, I never hear the bomb flying over our villages like our parents did. My parents, they were in war. They had Second World too. And they remember when the planes were coming. They have to fly in the basement. They have to go to the basement till they were dropped. I mean, that they remember that, and they have the fear. I mean, that whatever reminded them, that's kind of traumatic. But that was like that. But we don't have any kind of a kind of that kind of a war. We never had it. But I
Right.
mean, but then there is a lot of poverty, and that's another kind of thing. It's also like surviving things, but on a very high collective level. And yeah, we
Yeah, I
didn't
was
have
gonna
it yet.
say, I've been in some really bad cities in America, and that's like a war zone. You can hear helicopters, you can hear sirens, you can hear people yelling, you can hear gunshots. It's crazy.
Oh
People shouldn't
yeah.
have to live like that. That's like normal. That's like every day for
Oh
people
yeah.
in America. That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not. I think yeah. It's an those yeah surviving. So anyhow, yeah, we are lucky that we are born in yeah, under a lucky star or whatever. But all of this for cuckoo virus, but then they will realize it's not about the cuckoo virus um, when they will. Yeah, it's a spiritual warfare.
It is.
It
That's what I
is.
mean. The virus is
Yeah, it's not about,
being a
yeah,
virus. Like I said, the infection of minds. Like people are just so confused and so. I mean, I hate saying brainwashed, but they're freaking brainwashed,
yeah, they
and you
are,
can't.
they are.
You they just they attack, they fight, and then they say the stupidest shit. Like like I said, the vaccine's 90% effective, and my body is 99% effective
Yeah.
against it. Why would
Yeah,
I take
true,
the
but they don't get
vaccine?
it anymore. It's
And they
like,
don't get
remember, and there used to be, I cannot believe that anybody, most people have had common sense, but they lost it. They're totally on the mass hypnosis of the media. They're hypnotized.
it. Yeah.
Because
If you
even
don't
I
get that
cannot
book
even
and
believe my
spell,
family cannot think about, say, why is healthy air a danger nowadays? Why? They cannot grab that concept that healthy air is better than a mask.
yeah.
I mean, it's impossible. Yeah.
That is just insane. Air is now controversial.
Yeah, it's everything is upside down. Everything is upside down in the Kali Yuga. It's upside down. Good is bad. Bad is good. Air is bad. The other poison is good. Yeah, and it's like that. We live in that
Yeah,
society.
like
And
when you
and
come
my
into.
brother,
I'm sorry.
yeah, and my brother, he said, "Prove to me that the mask, that it is bad." He said, "Prove to me." He said, "Everything is fake." I posted, "Everything is fake." When it's not scientific, when it's not scientifical, official proved, then you cannot say it's bad, it's fake. You see, what is my brother saying? It's crazy, totally crazy. Oh my god! Yeah, and he did study science, but yeah, it's became not science but science. So, like
No,
anyhow,
but I was gonna say when we first come into this world, the first thing they do is we breathe. We breathe air. You know what I mean? Like they don't feed us,
yeah,
they don't clothe us, they don't put us in a shelter. We breathe. That's the first thing,
we
most
breathe.
important thing we have to do in order to live. And
Yeah, and
now
it's not what it in the Bible says. Life, and God blew
the breath of life.
the breath into the human. So it's
Yes,
really it's anti-God. The mask is totally anti-God
yes. And
to
and
me.
and in Egypt, it the breath of life. I forget, I want to say Isis or Osiris or
Yeah,
Enki, one of them breathes life
yeah, yeah.
into the big air is like that's crazy. If you don't think this is some kind of crazy spell that they dug up in the Library of Alexandria, it is. It really is, people.
It is. It is a
Yeah.
spell. It is a spell. Yes, I can't beat it. No, I think
Breath
that was
of the
Satan.
gates. Ooh.
The bread of life. So
Yeah.
whatever is against that is against is yeah, it is
Yeah.
against
It's
life.
against
So
life. Yeah. That's crazy.
yeah,
It's crazy.
yeah, it's crazy.
We're in like a 7 billion
Okay.
people ritual right now.
Yeah, yeah, they're totally paralyzed and under the spell of those cabal, whatever. But sheep are easily led to slaughter. Okay, and they're happy for it, they cheer for it. I just cannot wait for it. And yeah, but yeah, bread is spirit also. Yeah, and I mean, healthy oxygen, it gives you a clarity in mind. So they don't want to have a clarity in
Hmm.
mind, because if you're all clouded and all poison air, keeping inhaling always the same air, of course your brain is getting confused and you get headaches and you get dizzy. So and weak at the
Yeah.
same time. So okay, so let's go now to the healing part, and that is the herbs and astrology. So
This
every
is all
sign,
you.
yeah,
Good.
every sign has herbs related to the sign. So and those herbs related to your sign is good for you to drink in tea or to have tinctures of whatever you need. You can use it. It makes that quality stronger. If that quality is too strong in you, then you have to take the herb from the opposite sign. So, for example, if you are Leo, and you're too strong. I mean, self. Yeah, Leo is house 5, and it's like expressing themselves and showing. I mean, has no fear to see himself as the center of the universe, but he's like over. I mean, think that he is just the emperor of whatever it is, so like he's extremely dominating or whatever. Then he has to go to the Aquarius. Aquarius is actually the people. I mean, it's like the equality, and I'm no more leader than you are. We lead our own lives according our own ways. So then you have to take the herbs from Aquarius, and yeah, that is so that you can see yeah, what is the hurt. Okay, I will start with the sun. Like we start with the sun, and yeah, sun. You everybody can already imagine kind of plants which goes with the sun, like sunflower. So sunflower seeds are good when you have a weak sun in your astrology, like when your sun is afflicted, when you cannot shine yourself, you cannot be yourself, then maybe it's good to eat some herbs which is related to the sun. And also, yeah, being depressed, so yeah, you feel very low and very low self-esteem. So it's good, the seeds of sunflower, and then you have St. John's wort, which is antidepressive. Then you have marigold, witch hazel, tormentil, heliotrope, and eye bright. So these are the herbs which belongs to the sun, and sun is the planet from Leo, and then Leo is related to the heart. It rules over the heart, yeah, heart, the lower back, and underlegs, and the swirl column. Yeah, I think it says here, and the yeah, and the background march, yeah, something like that. So that is the weakness of the strength of Leo. And heart is known if those are more vulnerable for heart attacks, or a
Oh,
weak heart, yeah. Could be also if it's too strong, it's um, but it can also too weak that you cannot, that it needs the big aorta. Aorta is the
the
big,
aorta. Yeah, the big
yeah,
like
the
valve.
big vein. If that is
Yeah.
weak, the heart gets weak. So it's also a little bit with the blood circulation. So these are the herbs belonging to the sun and to Leo. Then we have the moon. I can say something more about. Also, there is also like the
Dandelion wasn't
sun.
with the sun.
Yes.
Dandelions weren't with the sun.
Yeah, sun dandelions is also good. And in metals or jewels, it's like gold. Gold is the, yeah, the metal that belongs to the sun, and the mineral is diamond. And yes, and the bird who is the eagle and the lion, and all royal animals. It's kind of like the king, the tiger. They belong actually under the ruled by the sun, and of course, yeah, and then the elements fire.
The eagle and the
So
lion remind me of Rome. So I wonder if Leo had something to do with the when
it's,
Rome was founded.
it could be, yeah, yeah, it could be, yeah.
I mean, the eagle and the
Um,
lion. Yeah,
yeah,
eagle and the lion. They remind me of Rome. Okay. Sorry, I thought I got
yeah,
confused for a minute.
yeah, and they rule over the consciousness. They rule over they're self-conscious. Yeah. Yeah, they have like more self-awareness. So if you're not really self-aware, you can take yeah, maybe kind of seek help in those herbals. Okay. And you need light, of course. If you are weak, you need light, sunlight, vitamin D's. Yeah, everything what makes you warmer is good. Um, yeah, that's if you need more sun. Like you have to go to the south, travel to the south. Okay, and bright colors is also related to Leos. Like everything to be more joyful, brightness, bring more brightness in your life. So then we can the moon. And the moon is more the nourishing kind, is the softening kind, is the healing kind, is the it does do it's giving comfort. So it's also like the yin, the femininity, the desires. It's also the past and the memories, and it's water. The moon is water, and she rules over the water. So you have in the sea, you have the upcoming tide and the in ebb. So those two tides are related to the moon, and it rules over the unconsciousness, and also imagination and empathy, intuition, and caring. It's everything. Yeah, the caring side is just very important. So, and silver is more the feminine kind of metal. The moonstone and labradorite, the stones is good for cancer also. And then animals related to the moon are like the wise animals. It's like the owl, is the bats, and all the animals who are very caring for their very caring animals in general. Um, so that's it. And the color is more silver bluish. Is the moon. Um,
What are the herbs?
Yes, and also like the cow is also related to the moon, and it's so like in Egypt, which is the Hatep, or which is the queen with or
Has to
the
put has has to put.
yeah
Sorry.
yeah.
Is it that
So
one?
yeah, and and then the it's related. The moon is stomach, so also emotions. So if you are very emotional, most of the people there they can't eat or they eat too much. So emotions and eating is related to each other. It gives also the lymph system, the lymph drainage. That's also the water liquid management of the body is also related to Cancer and to the moon. Um, and all typical feminine illnesses like hormonal imbalances is kind of related to the moon and Jupiter also. Um, so and also the pain of the soul comes also from the moon. Like if soul pain, it's related to the moon because the softness, the pain you have experienced maybe from, and the wolves also. The wolf is also animal belongs to the moon. Yeah, wolf is very caring too. Yeah, that's it. And breast. The breast is also a typical related to moon and to Cancer.
What were the
Uh,
herbs? Did you read them yet?
no, not yet. I'm not yet.
Oh,
But
okay, okay. I'm sorry. I thought I
no,
missed
I
them.
didn't read. I will. Yeah.
Okay.
I put them here. That's it about and digestive organs. That's it. Yeah. Yeah. Then vulnerable for cancer, breast cancer, pancreas diseases. Yeah. And then the herbs for the moon is aloe vera, um, bladder wrack, calamus, coconut, jasmine, and mallow. I have here. I don't know. I don't. Yeah, I know the word in Flemish, but that I mean, I can. I know these herbs, but I don't know if you those herbs grow in America. I mean, it's from the herbs related, which are here, but we have more or less the same climate, but not totally. I mean, coconut is not growing here, so coconut is good.
Right.
And jasmine flower, white flowers are also related to the moon. Beautiful white. And the flowers who have a very strong bloom at night. There is like a very big tropical plant, I think trumpet or something, with very big flowers. It's a tropical plant and it can stay outside in the summer. And if you put it under your terrace or outside and you sit next to it in the evening time, it starts to give some extremely good fragrance. I could fall and sleep in it. I had such a plant in my house before. And in the summer evening, I just went sitting on my bench there, and just before I went sleeping, smell all the fragrance, and I went sleeping. But it's actually also kind of druggy plant, like makes you dream. But I love to do that. Yeah. So these are the
Yeah,
yeah.
I
That
just
is about the moon. Now we go
so
to yeah, and the moon is of course Cancer. Then we go to Mercurius, and that is movement and uh, alertness, the nervous system, the senses, the respiratory system, also the arms, the lungs, and the hands is working. Immune is also, yeah, and also the nervous system, like is the fall nervous breakdowns could be also related to when in Gemini. In but Mercury is also the ruler of Virgo, so also digestive organs belongs to Mercurius. The spleen, the nervous system, the feet, intestines, these all relates to Virgo. And then the herbs for Mercury is and like it's lavender, is fennel, is bittersweet, and cinnamon. These are the herbs. So maybe if people, yeah, if they can. So, but you can. I mean, they have a lot of different kind of healing qualities. You can write it down, but it is good when you like lack of movement, when you're slow, when you're not alert, and it's maybe good to be lavender. I mean, if you're over nervous, lavender calms you down. Uh, if
lavender.
you lavender, yes,
Uh, um,
lavender,
and what was the first one you said?
fennel, I think could it be lavender, fennel?
Oh, okay, okay, lavender fennel. Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
and then bittersweet, I don't know, and cinnamon.
Oh, I wanted to say bladderwrack for
Yeah,
the.
bladderwrack. Bladderwrack is
It's an
yeah,
algae. It's like a sea moss, but it's
yes,
supposed to be good for the digestive system, cleansing the
yeah,
blood.
yeah.
I knew I heard of it before because I was gonna
Yeah,
try to
and
get
it's
some of it.
related also to the moon. Yeah, but it's also for
Yeah,
the digestive system. Yeah,
yeah.
I didn't write all those. Yeah, I wrote the herbs up. Yeah, yeah, okay. So that's it. So and then we are going to Venus. And wait, I will say a little bit about. Oh yeah, I will maybe a bit. Yeah, Mercurius. Maybe it's also nicely set here. Nicely, it's the planet which is the messenger. It's the messenger of the gods. Actually, it's like you have Hermes. Hermes in the Greek. Yeah. Mythology. He was the one, the messenger who brought from the gods to the people. And then he went also to, they're very clever. It's also Mercure, he dares to go in the underworld, he dares to go to the Hades, and he has tricks to reach, to do what he needs to do without, yeah, so to, like with Gemini is very smart too. They have tricks to reach their goal. So if they don't confront like their obstacle like straightforward, like fire would maybe do, but they have their tricks and they go around them and they make a fool of those enemies of them because they're smart most of the time. So they use they conquer their enemies with their tricks and their cleverness.
Yeah,
And that's
the lunar eclipse is actually on the 30th is actually in Gemini.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah. So you should, yeah, that's why Mercury is then the ruler, and you should use instead of going crazy and distracted and scattered all over your attention, you should be focused and use your tricks to avoid the
Right.
obstacles. Yeah.
And focus on communication. Don't get all freaked
Yes.
out because you're not you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
That's
there could
yeah.
be misinterpretations of what people are
Yeah.
saying. Yeah.
Mhm. So yeah, and he's also the one who's good in trade and in traveling. So and the metal is quicksilver. Quicksilver. How do you call it? The silver balls. I mean, when silver is no, when you it's very poisoned when you put it in when you measure the weather.
Mercury. It's
Yeah,
Mercury.
mercury. Yeah,
Yeah.
because if it falls out, it becomes like little balls, but actually it's
Yeah.
extremely poison, eh?
Yeah.
But it's movement. It jumps from here to there.
Yeah, and it's used a lot in technology,
Yes, it's used a lot in
especially
technology.
like communicative technology.
Yeah, yeah. And the stones for Mercury is agate, and all stones with a lot of patterns in it, like lines and figures, and all that, which is kind of movement in it. And uh, the animals are the monkey, the dogs, and all fast animals, and the clever animals. Also, a lot of birds. That's it.
Cougars? I get it.
Huh?
I said cougars. I was just being smart
Ah.
for Courtney. All for you,
Okay.
Courtney.
Okay, I'm not seeing the comments. Okay. Okay, I will see them later. So it's fast. Mercury is fast. It has the plants who grow fast and quick. They're like plants related to Mercury. But they're very flexible, and they don't get dry easily. They keep their flexibility. It's like Gemini's flexibility. Um, and small flowers are related to Mercure, and their healing capacity. Yeah, so whatever is they take the slowness away. So if you have the tendency to keep water in your body, so like if people have easily like thick feet or thick ankles or heavy arms because they're fat, but it's water, then they should take herbs related to Mercury because they purge out the water. They make the circulation go faster, and also in that way it's also detoxing because if your system is too slow, you keep toxins easily in.
Toxins in.
Yeah, that's it. So, and it's also, yeah, also everything diseases related to the respiratory system. Yeah, you need those kind of herbs from Mercury.
I
So
used marijuana.
what?
Because remember, I was like, this is taking forever. And I was
Oh
telling you guys
yeah.
I was really mad, right? And then I was like, because maybe it's because I smoke pot. But when I got sick, I was like, I'm not going to smoke pot because I don't feel good, right? So then, after having that big conversation with you and Christ and Courtney and Lori and all, um, I was like, screw it, I'm gonna smoke pot, and my lungs actually cleared up. Really did. I think it like helped me. So I'm
Yeah,
gonna
it's
go
good.
with it.
Excellent. And
Yeah, I really do because I was like really like, like, oh my god, do I got pneumonia? Am I gonna be a COVID case? Oh, I was freaking out. I'm like, I'm not being a victim for this shit. And like, yeah, and then I was like, screw it, I can't breathe anyway. So I went and smoked, and then I was like, oh, I can breathe. So I think it helped.
yeah, see, you have to purge everything out. And
Yeah.
your emotions, you have to bring your emotions out, means also good. So anyhow, that's about and all herbs which are calming down the nervous system are related to Mercury or also to Uranus. So it's both. So and yeah, if you want to, but which one is in ding? Like, there is one herb is good for the memory. I don't know anymore. Bilboa.
What?
Yeah, no, there's a herb and it's a kind of tea. And if you forget, you're forgetful. I don't know anymore. How is that herb called? I think people must know. Yeah, I don't know. Something I thought with the B starting.
A bee that's good for memory?
Something that is starting with, I thought with the B, it's good for a memory. Um, yeah, I don't know. Maybe somebody
I don't
knows.
know.
Yeah, I think people know it, but I cannot. Bilboa or Boa, but yeah, I forgot. See, I forgot. I should have taken that
Yeah.
herb.
Belladonna? That's not it.
What?
Belladonna?
No, belladonna is
Yeah.
yeah. No, it's not that. Belladonna, no. Belladonna belongs to Saturn. Um,
Oh, you know what? Maybe I'll find it in this book.
yeah, yeah. It's because So yeah, it's already a few times mentioned, even in a talk in stream with Gerard mentioned a few times, but that's a long time ago. I have to drink that, yeah. But anyhow,
Yeah, it's gonna
but
try me out.
against which gives a good memory. Ah, I'm cold. I have to get my.
Black Eyed Susan? Rudbeckia?
No,
No.
it's
Mm.
an Indian. It's I think it's a tropical herb. Could be also good for it. I don't know, and I'm getting cold.
Mm. I don't
Yeah, doesn't. I mean, but maybe it
know.
comes back in. That's it. That's what I have from Then we go to Venus, and Venus is of course the goddess of love
Oh yeah,
and beauty. Hmm?
Venus is moving into Scorpio
Ah,
this
yeah,
week. Yeah,
it's good. I mean,
yeah. So get your deep love on.
yes, Afro. Yeah, no, yeah, okay, yeah. You take all your yeah. It's going to the deep, the depth of love, of the positively,
That's gonna be
or
really deep.
compulsive, or, or passion, yeah, passion for
Yeah,
sure, or
passion.
passion. Yes,
Yeah.
passion.
I know
um,
wishful thinking, right, Christine? Get myself all worked up for nothing.
yeah, okay, okay. Stop. Center. Okay.
Okay.
Um, okay, and it brings, yeah, it's related, of course, to beauty, um, the principle of, yeah, whatever is pleasure, and beauty, and enjoying, whatever it's, and peace, harmony, whatever. Brings those quality up. It's related to Venus, and the metal is copper, and the stone is smaragd. I don't know smaragd. How do you say in English? A green stone, a green beautiful stone.
Emerald?
Emerald, yes,
Okay.
emerald. Yeah, yeah, emerald. Yeah, and malachite and rose quartz. Okay, and the animals, of course, the dove is for peace. The deers, the antelopes, the swan, cats, rabbits, and very yeah sweet animals, and animals who have a lot easily breed, seems to be always also
Easily
easily
breed.
breed. Yeah, they have a lot like rabbits. I mean, they have like how many times a year they could have kids. Little rabbits. I don't know, like animals who have more than once in the year.
Yeah, you can have
Yeah.
babies all the time.
Yeah, babies all the time, seems to be. Okay, and it's Taurus and Libra, and the element is Earth, and yeah. So, and in the plants, it's everything what the plants belonging to Venus are all plants who are very fragrant, very nice fragrance. White, rose, blue is color, and they have soft. They're soothing. They have soothing qualities. They're cooling down, and purifying. Um, also, like take out the too much water in your body. So, and also good for the skin. Venus herbs and plants are good for the skin. And whatever is belonging to Venus is also good for the herbs are related to the female sex organs. So, um, so those belonging is like the rose. Of course, rose is a flower that belongs to Venus. It's like the flower from love. Um, then you have elderberry. You have wait, what else? Burdock and lady's mantle, cherry, and the birch
Cherries.
tree. Cherry, like the cherry. The
Yeah.
yeah belongs to Venus. Yeah. The cherry on the top, is that not what we say? You want the best, the cherry on the top.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's those are related, and it's Taurus and yeah, what is this? Taurus. Yeah, and then there's the in like Libra, it has to be a sense vulnerable. The kidneys are very important. The sex organs, the neck easily gets ulcers, like swear when your body starts to, how do you call it, to make a bubble and it push coming out. I just say
Like a
pus is coming
boil?
out. Yeah, boil. Yeah, that's
Okay.
yeah. So it cures that, and
I gotta.
also the Libra is related, has to be take care of lumps like tumors and excessive growth. So
Um. mm, I'm sorry, I don't want to forget.
no,
Burdock.
drink.
Burdock root.
Yes.
Cause I got that. I think I have it here. Hold on. Yes, I do. I got my
Yeah,
burdock
good. Oh,
root.
good. See, good.
So, it is full of antioxidants, right?
Mm,
And then, it can help and help prevent
mm.
cancer
Yeah,
and treat diabetes. I don't know if you
yeah.
see it.
Ah, yeah. Okay, fine. I'm getting cold. I'm getting warm. I'm getting so hard.
Yes,
Then
the
I
burdock
cannot
root is
stand
really
like
good for
this,
you.
and then instead I get cold, and I have to do it a little bit like so, like this. That's different. Like that. It's better. Otherwise, I choke. I don't like it. But when it's not on, I'm cold. So, yeah.
You
And
can rock a scarf. I look ridiculous in a scarf. It always is
yeah, no, but
never
I
right.
don't. I cannot stand when my neck is cold. In the summer, I can. I have. Yeah, I don't. But now in the winter, I cannot have it like. Yeah, I need to. I want to cover it all the time. I don't
I
like it so
mean,
much, the scarf, but because I like more like open neck, but
right.
on beauty level. But yeah, I'm cold, so you have to take no, no.
Yeah, but yours looks so nice. Mine always looks like a toddler tied around.
Oh, but they have to go to India. I have so much beautiful shawls. I gave them a lot away, but now I think, oh, I should have more. But I mean, more relating to what I'm wearing. But yeah, has to be. They need to have their function. That's most important. So, and then Taurus has to take care of the neck, of the throat, the tonsils, also the sex organs and excretory organs and crop.
Excretory.
Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, I don't speak it. My
That's
anyhow,
both on
that's
like excretory instead of butt.
that is Taurus. So okay, that was Venus. Then we're going. Oh, we're going quick. Mars.
Oh, burdock root purifies the blood too.
Ah, yeah,
Yeah, it's like a really good detox,
yeah,
herb,
yeah. It's good.
whatever, root.
Yeah, and yeah. So then it also yeah. Because if you're not detox, then you get easily boils. How you say boil? Eh? When your body
Boil
the toxins
or cyst.
accumulating give you boils because your body is not quick enough to take it out, and then it, it's coming out through the skin. And
Yeah.
Venus and Saturn are also related to the skin. So, so if you have a conflict Venus or Saturn in your chart, you can use a mix of Saturn herbs and Venus herbs because you have to be moved. Venus is flowing. Saturn is like uh, bringing together, like giving tension and make it dense and not so that it doesn't fall. Like Neptunus will dissolve everything, but Saturn makes it strong back
Strong.
together. So yeah. So if your skin is always like opening, then you need and you have all that kind of um, yeah, different kind of skin diseases, and then it's good first to put yeah, your skin opens easily. Then it's Saturn herbs, and when it's like tensioned and red and thing, then it needs Venus herbs. So it's different actually, but yeah, that's a whole other study. I'm just saying now more like, okay, in general. Now we're going to Mars. Of course, Mars is the planet of action, of manifesting, and Mars is the god of war. But as resembles also ambitions and achieving its goals, like yeah, going for what it wants actually. Uh, so you need the power to realize something. That's good. Um, but the of course the negative side is the aggressiveness and being rude. So the metal belonging to Mars is lead, lead,
Lead.
like iron,
I
iron
was
and
just gonna say iron. Yeah,
yeah,
hit her with an
iron.
iron.
Yeah, lead is more Saturn, I think. Iron is like this, yeah, the iron protection from the chivalries in
Right.
the Middle Age. Yeah, that's
Iron forged.
yes, yes. And the mineral of is robin, so it's which was surprised because the red stone is how do you call it? Robin, eh? Ru-
Ruby.
the ruby, yeah,
Ruby.
ruby, yeah, and yeah, ruby. So I thought ruby was actually the stone of kind of belonging to love too, but he says it's is the stone from Mars, and other red stones also belonging, like coral. Coral is also belonging to Mars. You know,
Yeah.
the coral in the sea, the red coral. And in Italy, there's a sea where they have it a lot, and it's very beautiful. You can find always nice, beautiful jewels made in coral. It's very beautiful, and it's very yeah, it strengthens you very good. Uh, and the animals, yeah, are more like the predators. It's like shark. All animals who easily attack actually, or quite more or less aggressive. It's so yeah,
No, sorry, I
yeah. So
comment.
like yeah, of course, and then the sign is more Aries. Is Aries, like Mars belongs to Aries. Um, so that's it. And then the herbs. Wait, I have to see. Okay, so for Aries, the head is they easily more easily are getting headache.
Headaches.
Yeah, pain in the face, the eyes, nervous kidney, the kidneys. Like yeah, Libra is the opposite of yeah. Aries is the opposite of Libra. So Libra rules over the kidneys and Aries over the head. But if you drink too less, you have to drink a lot for your kidneys. Then you get headache, and kidneys
Yeah.
is Libra. So those two signs always have to be in balance. So you need to drink a lot to avoid headache, and your kidneys will be benevolent also. So that is like and meningitis. How you say brain inflammation? How you call it in when you
Aneurysm.
no MENIG.
Embolism. No.
No, M, the M and the E and the N and the I and the G and the I and the T and the I and the S.
What?
Meningitis. Yeah, I don't know. We call it. I literally translate it is
That was too
the
many letters.
inflammation. Yeah, see, I don't know how to speak it in English. The the literally the literally explanation is actually inflammation of the brain what is on that what protects the brain like a
The
little
skull.
not skin but the kind of
The skull.
the skull but yeah the skull but you have a brain it's in your skull but on the brain is a kind of
I know what you're talking
not a
about. That
tissue.
yeah, that squishy tissue that's between your brain and your skull. Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't know what
yeah,
that's called.
yeah, yeah. But I don't know. So, but when that is inflammation, it gives that thorough. It's actually very painful because it can kill you, and that's called. But I think it's also the same in English as in we call it meningitis, meningitis. But in English, it's meningitis. Could it be? I don't.
Meningitis.
I don't know how to speak it in English.
Okay, it's just
I
funny.
should have asked who's that lady on Google?
Oh, the Siri lady?
Yes, Siri. How is hersenwezenstreking in English? How do I pronounce it? Yeah, I don't.
That was funny. I'm
Yeah, it's
sorry.
inflammation of the brain, kind of, but not the brain, but the tissue that covers the brain under the
Yeah,
skin.
I know exactly what you're talking about. That little,
Okay, that's
yeah,
good. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Anyhow, that's it.
I just have no idea what
Okay.
it's called.
Yeah, and then we have the herbs, and okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, the herbs from okay, that's Mars. Okay. So whatever, if you yeah, whatever is related to Mars, plants or related to Mars, they have thorns or they have picky. They're picky. They most of it they look red of color. They're hot. I mean, if they, I mean, like nettles. Nettles is a Mars herb. So if you touch them, they give some kind of heat in your body.
Stinging nettles.
Yes, nettles, yes. Stinging nettles, yes.
Yeah, you have
And
to be careful though of using that too much because
yeah,
you'll literally feel like you're stinging from the inside out, like you got
yes.
bugs under your skin. Yeah.
Yeah, because it pulls up your fire. If you're already a fire and you have already too much fire in yourself, then it's not good to use it.
No.
There's also the soft kind of nettles, the white,
Yeah, the
how do
white
you,
nettle and dead nettle.
yeah, that's better. That's better for if you, but if you're like really weak and apathic and slow and then it's good to use the fire from the nettle. And so
Yeah.
if you have too less fire, you need nettle. Um, so and it's good for the blood circulation. So it makes you like it gives you and it's good for your immune system. So so then
Good
those
for your
like
hair.
yeah. That is like a broom, garlic, hello, the Spanish pepper, and thistles, horseradish, and hawthorn. Yeah, the white flower on hedges. How do you call it? We call it, I didn't write it nicely down. It's a beautiful.
I think it's awesome.
Hawthorn. So these are like
Hawthorn.
yes. These are like a kind of the taste. Some like horseradish taste very bitter and spicy. Like spicy herbs are also yeah, they are good.
Yeah.
Spicy herbs are good for yeah, Mars, a lack of Mars energy. So,
Oh,
but if you have too much Mars energy, you have to go to the Venus. Venus is the opposite of Mars. So again, you have to use your discretion to see what you have too less or too much.
now
So
you know what's interesting? You just said about the thistle, right?
yes,
So a friend of mine has problems with gallbladder. So I just made him a tea of dandelion root and milk thistle seeds.
yeah,
And it's funny that you said it for Aries, and then the other sign is for the kidneys and
yeah,
you know pee pee stuff, whatever,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
pee pee
yeah,
organs,
yeah, yeah.
and
True.
yeah, and so yeah, so it works for your gallbladder if you drink like a cup of tea of it every day for 2 weeks. Especially even if you're not like just every 6 months, they say you should do that, and it just helps clean out your pee pee system.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Good. It's very surely for men. I think they get more easily inflammation.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, that's what I thought. So, yeah, that's about this Mars and Aries and herbs. Now we go to Jupiter, and Jupiter is related, of course, is expanding, is the expanding power, is the growing power, and of course, that's the Zeus was the god of Jupiter, of abundance, of justice, maturing, wisdom. It's all related to Jupiter. Also, the seeker for spirituality, self confidence, hope, and ethics and morality that belongs also to Jupiter and to Sagittarius also. So the metal is tin. I don't know what the word is in tin. Uh,
Tin.
Tin. Do you use the
Yeah,
same word?
tin. Yes, tin.
It's the same. Okay, it's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, you
Um,
know the tinfoil hats,
yeah,
but
yeah,
they
yeah, like that. Yeah, good. Yeah,
but they don't realize it's aluminum foil now, and they'll just electrocute themselves.
yeah, yeah. True, true, true. Okay,
Even
yeah,
tinfoil is a conspiracy.
yeah. So and then the minerals, there are the purple stones and amethyst and lovolite. I don't know that stone. I think it's a blue purple stone, lovolite.
Globally? Mm.
Lo yes, yeah, I don't know. It's really very very thin. It's written here. I can hardly read. But and the purple stones is related. Is the color of Jupiter, and amethyst is a stone of amethyst is like spirituality, also for the seeker stone.
Yeah, you know
So
what I refer to my amethyst as grandfather energy.
yes, yeah, it
Yeah.
is wisdom. Yeah,
Yeah.
actually, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I call my grandpop says.
Okay. And then the animals, the big animals belong to Jupiter because Jupiter is expanding and big. It's like the bear, the elephant. And so like the animals who are related to also to wisdom. Like the elephant is seen as very wise
Right.
element. And I think the dolphin too. And yes. And Jupiter belongs to Sagittarius, but also a little bit to Pisces. So that is those quality, yeah. And then the yeah the plants like all big, very tropical plants are more related to Jupiter because they can grow without limits. So those plants are related to Jupiter, and everything which is growing easy and in abundance, like is also related, like fruit or yeah, some fruits are like were easily growing everywhere and not everywhere, but in abundance. Whatever is growing in abundance is related to Jupiter, and generosity is also related to Jupiter. So all those the herbs are very healing, but Jupiter is also the healing planet. So wherever Jupiter is in which sign Jupiter is in your chart, if you use herbs from from that sign, it will heal you too, or whatever the element also. So for me, I'm Jupiter is in Scorpio, so for me, like sauna is very good for me, and hot and cold, like those things, those to sweat out, so like very strong. Yeah. Um, Opposites actually is like, and yeah, those everything what is related to that sign you can use. Also, like Jupiter in Scorpio is good for counseling. So maybe you're be feeling you have benevolent by doing counseling. So like when you put your emotions back in balance, your body is also following. It's like your faith, your optimism, all this kind of thing. Jupiter is like have a good positive spirit, and your body will follow. It's more like Jupiter kind of things. So the etheric oils, like how do you call the essential oils? These are like they're it's related to Jupiter. Um, all flowers in the color blue, purple, yellow is also related to Jupiter. So they have healing qualities, purifying, and all herbs related to the which are good for the liver. Yeah, is related to Jupiter. Um, and antidepressives, because a good spirit, Jupiter is like the wisdom and keeps you cheered up. It's good cheering up qualities that needs to be boosted. It's Jupiter that might help. So, and big, large trees is also among Jupiter. So, like the
So like
oak.
acorns. I was just gonna say oak and acorns should be.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because oak is like was the tree of the druids. They did their
Yeah.
meetings under oak trees to get to feel the wisdom and from the oak actually. Yeah, and sage also the healing qualities takes out the negativity, like when you purify it with sage. So this is all related to Jupiter. So then it's Sagittarius. The Sagittarius rules over the hips, the thighs, shoulder, the arms, and also the para injuries. When you cannot move, how you call it?
Paralysis.
Paralysis. Yes, and rheumatism could always. And and the herbs are agrimony, cucumber herb, oak, sage. Yeah, those are the herbs which is related to
What was the
Jupiter.
first one?
Agrimony. I don't know. I think it's the same.
Agrimony. Why does that sound familiar? Agrimony.
It's when you can't stop. It's people who are always keep busy. So sometimes the liver is when the liver can't stop. When the liver is always working, you the people they're starting with something and they keep on busy. They never know how to stop. Always, always keep on. Uh,
It says agrimony is for sore throats, upset stomach, diarrhea, IBS, diabetes, gallbladder, fluid retention, cancer,
okay.
tuberculosis, bleeding, corns, warts, heart tonic, sedative, and antihistamine.
Oh wow.
But I
Yeah.
still don't know what it is.
Yeah, no, agrimony, then you have to Google it. But in Bach flower, it's also related to Sagittarius. It's like the spirit, the characteristic from agrimony is it doesn't stop growing. So you have to, like in homeopathy, yes, then people say you need to learn to stop. Sometimes it's too much. Stop in time. Whatever you do, you need to learn to stop. That is what agrimony says. Oh, agrimony is also the herb that oh, I want to help this, and then you can't stop helping people. Like at one time, you say you're focused on everybody instead of on yourself. So you lose yourself in like helping other people, and at disadvantages, at the cost of yourself. So
At the
then
cost of
you
yourself.
follow. Yes, and that is agrimony says, okay, now it's time for yourself. So it's in the back flower that, yeah, kind of. So that is actually Jupiter. Then is Saturn, and Saturn it's like Saturn is the god of the time, and it is like perseverance. You don't give up, concentration, being able to continue even when everything is have a hard struggle. You can overcome hard struggles, and it's the strict teacher. Is a discipline. It's a responsibility. It's also aging, so it's belonging to Saturn, and dying is also that is also part of related to Saturn. So, and negative qualities could be like rigidity. So it is cold, it is not moving, it's dry, it has um, yeah, it's dry. It does not. It misses flexibility. But if you're, it's for people who are too loose, who are have no awareness of themselves. Saturn is good. As say you need to ground. Don't float. Don't spread yourself. Don't lose yourself in all other emotions. Like for example, Pisces has a tendency to to lose him or herself in others. For them, it's good to have Saturn herbs. Like you have to come to yourself, make your boundaries, things like that. So, and the plants. Uh, it's also Saturn. It's like autumn a little bit. it gives actually the promise of a new world, new life actually. Um, the plants belonging to Saturn is like long and like sticky and boundaries as far as I can. That's wow. Yeah, sometimes you need boundaries more close, I think. But anyhow, you need Saturn Earth then to help yourself. So
My
it's
boundaries are like this.
yeah, mine also that changed,
Yeah.
but at one time when yeah, you have you. But sometimes you need really to set your boundaries more.
Once upon a
Uh,
time, all borders were open.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, in that way, those
It's a free for
boundaries we
all.
don't need, but it's more, yeah, like, okay, people you can share, but not at the cost of losing totally yourself. I mean, nobody has adventures of that. But so the plants are high, maybe thin, and yeah, like, yeah, Saturn is everything is shrinked and thin and dry and sticky. Uh, more. And blue flowers, it's good like blue flowers, gray blue color, black. Um, so when you the quality of Saturn is to bring together how to when you do a lotion, how do you the lotion brings your skin back nicely tighting.
A mask?
Yeah, yeah, but how do you call Saturn?
Are you are you saying we should wear masks? Come on.
No, no, it's no when like you're washing your skin, you think, oh, my skin is I want my skin to be
Oh, like a
more
moisturizer?
moisturizer, and but you want to make your porions, how you call your porions, when they're too wide open, you have to bring back together. How do you call it?
Oh,
Tonifying.
toning.
Tone, yes, that's the quality of
Okay.
Saturn.
I'm
Good.
thinking like you're stretching a mask, like in the commercials, and they're like, and they're ripping their faces off. That's what I was thinking.
No, so that's the, I mean, that is then the quality. So bringing together to shrinking, sometimes even taking away the pain that you don't feel the pain. How do you call it?
Wait, what? Numbing
When you
yourself?
no, when you take away the pain, when you have an operation, they need to. When somebody has,
Sedate?
hmm? Yeah,
Sedate?
yeah, I think so. When you have to go, yeah, I don't know that you don't feel the pain. So they like when you take morphine, you don't feel the pain. How do you call
Right.
it? You numb down. Actually, you
Numb.
numb down
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
So
They
that
numb you.
quality could be also Saturn sometimes. Yeah. Um, so that's it, and. So, but yeah, very strong. And if you some they can kill those plants under Saturn. They can kill or they can heal, depending how you use them. So that's actually dangerous. Like belladonna is
Oh, belladonna is
yeah, that's
Saturn.
poison. Yeah,
Of course.
yeah, Saturn.
Of course.
Comfrey, comfrey, and pigeon chervil, chervil. Sorry for my English.
Okay. That was so
So,
funny. I'm sorry.
yeah, I will translate. Say, but no, I cannot say it. In French. It's huh, dove. No, dove. Pigeon is dove, and caravel. It's in Cherville. Cherville. Do you know in can you say it in
I'm sorry.
Cherville?
I'm stupid American. What?
Pigeon Cherville. I don't know the word in. I think it. I thought I translated it well in English, but probably not. And then
Okay.
horsetail. Horsetail is also belonging to.
Horsetail?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Horsetails everywhere. You guys can It's really cool, right? They look like
It's very
little,
good for the skin.
and they look like little tiny. To me, they
Yeah.
remind me like little baby pine trees, right?
Yes.
Like a baby
Yeah.
pine tree
And they
just
grow
growing.
everywhere along the water, like little ruts and things like that.
Yeah,
Like when I
they
go
grow
walk, I have you
everywhere.
can, and
Yeah,
it's good
so
for cellulitis also. I think if you for purifying, if people have cellulite, kind of when you have bubbles on your skin,
oh, cellulite.
yes,
Yeah.
then horsetail is very good for it.
No, but I mean like survival situations, that stuff grows everywhere and you can eat it. Like you
Yeah,
could survive on it. It'd be cool.
yeah, yeah. So that is belonging to yeah, and it's to Capricorn, and the body part from for Capricorn, which belongs to Capricorn, is the skeleton, the sinews, the nose also belongs to Capricorn. I didn't know that.
Wait, did you say the skillet?
Skeleton, I mean,
The
Ali, the
skeleton.
yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, it's good. You have to improve me because I don't know the medical terms. Speak how
I
to speak them out in English. I don't know. I should have. Yeah.
don't know
Yeah.
the medical terms in English. I just called it the pee system.
And yeah, the skin
Whatever.
is also skin is boundary. Yes, skin. So it's also belong to Saturn and chronic diseases. So and bones, the teeth, the marrow system. Um, Everything what's which comes a
Hard.
stone formation, everything like things that comes hard in your body, and it's like yeah, and aging, yeah, aging is belonging to Saturn.
Right.
So and oh yeah, I did. So that's about um, yes, those two. Voila, and then we have actually still, okay, we have Neptune. Now we have to see if I have. Oh yeah, Nice is also belonging to Capricorn, and rheumatism and the joints, but everything brings
That's right.
together. So, yeah, and colds is also belonging to yeah. So then we have another planet, and that's Neptune. Neptune belongs to Pisces. Uh, though is an English word, yes. Pigeon is also English. Le pigeon is also in French, but pigeon is also English, anyhow. Neptune. And Neptune is Pisces. And Neptune is like also the kind of drug.
The drug planet.
Yeah, drug plants. Everything what belongs to Neptune is like bringing you in a dream world, uh, or in a totally illusion world. Yeah, like drug addicted, whatever is related to alcohol addiction. Uh,
Yeah, and it's also related to the media. Like I feel like it's almost playing like this lullaby right now where it's like getting everybody into this delusional like drug
yeah,
like fog state. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's it. And then of course you have the drugs belong to Neptune. Hennep. The weed actually, the poppy, yeah, the and like the Afghanistan wars. This was actually the drug wars,
Over the
for the
poppy.
poppy
Yeah.
fields.
Yep.
Then you have the morning glory. Is a plant that belongs to Neptune. The moon bud. All plants who have a kind of drug effect, and puppies.
And puppies.
Puppies, and orchidea, the flower orchidea. It's also a kind of everything what is enchanting when it brings you in another world, like
Laurel.
everything what is related to hypnotic.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, poppy party. Yeah, you don't know what you're doing then. That is related to yeah to to Neptune, and then you have Pisces, and Pisces is the feet. Um, yeah, it's related to the feet. Yeah, the feet, also digestive organs, respiratory diseases. They easily get cold, so they have a cold body. They need to yeah, um, they need to make sure they're not over cold. And yeah, and if they have really, they get easily cramps, like colics, because of their body is too cold. So they're always in like water is watery. Their body is too watery, too much liquid. So they need actually a lot of Saturn herbs to bring them, or Mars also, to bring them more heat in the body and more also presence. That Saturn and Mars is more action. So that's related to Pisces. And yeah, and then many
Pisces
times
has a
I've,
foot fetish.
yeah, but many times I've troubles with the feet. And I know, yeah, like the something or one feet is yeah, yeah, collapses. Every drug not in the book. Yeah, true. But you can find a lot of drugs, plants we don't know even in the forest without
Yeah,
knowing it. You have to see the animals. You have to follow animals what they use. If they have pain, if animals are in pain, they spontaneously go to those plants which releases their pain, and most of the time they're kind of drug plants. But anyhow, it's maybe not good for us. But yeah. So, but that's everything what is related to bring you in another world is related to Neptune, and it could be very healing, but also very, yeah, totally. You can get totally lost too. It's like an addiction.
yeah.
Uh, oh, sorry. Oh my God. She needs a translator. Oh, sorry. My English is so bad with this
Oh
med.
no, I don't think she means that. She probably
Yeah.
means because they do all kinds of emojis and you
Ah,
know
okay.
3-letter
Okay.
words and stuff.
Ah, the feet freaks. Oh yeah, that is. Yeah, maybe Buffon needs feet herbs poured.
Buffon's a serial killer. Kidding.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay. Anyhow, okay. But yeah, I have my shoes on still. What's the Aussie?
I got my Beauty and the Beast socks on.
Okay, no, I
Yeah, I wanted to show Christ. She's not here.
oh yeah, she's not here. Yeah, she was here, I think, in the beginning. Um, so that's it, and then we have Pluto, the last one, but not the least one. Pluto is related to, of course, every to Pluto is many times related to cancer, tumors, and unstoppable growth. Yeah, it's takes over. It's like overpowering, and cancer, when a cell is overpowering, other cell breaks all disbalance. Uh, yeah, like tumors, intergrowth. Also related to amputation, because whether you, I mean, it's like Pluto takes away and it's destructive. So the medicine of if the medicine, the healing of Pluto is also quite drastic. So if yeah, like taking if you need to take like gangrene is a kind of illness which will rotten your leg, I think, gangrene, and
Yeah,
I don't know how it starts. So they have to amputate. So that's split. Okay, we cannot if we don't take it. If we don't take that leg off or something, then he will be totally poisoned.
right.
And yeah. So, and it's also related to the sex organs, the excretion organs, nose also, throat, heart, underlegs, and oh, I forgot Aquarius, Uranus. I've seen this funny. I forgot. I will do that later. Um,
Oh yeah, Uranus because
see, why did I
yeah,
forget that? That's cool. Okay, I will do it.
because I was
And
gonna say that if like drugs belong to Neptune, like
Yes.
poppies and stuff, then I would think that drugs like psychedelics would belong to Uranus.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah,
I will see. Yeah. And now with Pluto, it's like, okay, that's also what stops every herb that stops cancer of overgrowing is related to Pluto. It's Scorpio. Scorpio cannot stop. It gets compulsiveness. It's focused on something in a negative way and it can't stop. So it keeps on digging, digging, digging. So that's why. And the herbs related to everything which is related to moss, like iris moss, larix moss, male fern, other ferns, dew claw, Iceland's moss. It's all related. So actually, sea moss is also good
CMOS.
to
Yeah.
Pluto, and it's yummy. Um, yes, these are the herbs related to Pluto. Yeah, the herbs from the underworld, the dark forests, like moss is growing on dark places, doesn't see the sun, but it's still growing. Yeah.
I want a moss floor in my in my
Oh,
bedroom.
it's beautiful, eh? Oh, if you walk
Yeah,
on moss, it's so nice.
it's really nice. And I think that alone would just like keep you healthy. Just that you had a
Yeah,
moss floor in your house. Yeah. I want one
yeah,
so bad.
yeah. It
I
is.
know.
It is, and it does
It's
not. It
hard.
doesn't have to be cold. It's not because it is the bare ground that it's gonna be cold. Because if it's,
No.
yeah,
Yeah. I know, but it's hard to
mm,
convince people that a moss floor is good. Like nobody will listen to me. So I can't do it.
yeah.
Not where
Okay.
I live.
Yeah, the moon cancer was in the beginning. You have to go see the beginning of our cast. It was like after the sun is the moon, so you can, yeah. So, yeah, that was Scorpio. Okay, and then yeah, then we have Uranus, and that is related to the rhythm. That's like it's rhythm, eh? Because Uranus are the legs, the underlegs are related to Uranus is dancing. If you have people with yeah, a good Uranus, they are very good in dancing most of the time because it's the underlegs, the rule of the underlegs. They have kind of a good feeling of rhythm. Um, and yeah,
Climb trees barefoot.
yes, and the underlegs, yes. And what is also related, because it's related to the Kundalini, and the Kundalini is the spinal cord, so it goes up from the back and from the sacrum bone and crosses all over from here, and comes here out. So that's why I said this afternoon, like Aquarius is related with a man who is putting water into the, yeah,
Pouring water
outside.
onto the earth. Yeah.
Yes, and the water is actually is your kundalini. That's actually the divine energy. It's a
Right.
truth. It's a truth. It's bringing the refreshing truth.
Right.
It's always related to
Almost
truth.
like cleansing and purifying and
Yeah.
bringing abundance. There's always
Yes.
abundance with that sign on the like abundance for humanity.
Yes. And and also, yeah, Uranus is also related to the brain and to nerves. So people who have brain damage or brain illnesses or like overly nervous or cannot control themselves, the planet is not well. Is probably afflicted in their chart, and injuries, operations is also like the lightning. Yeah, so they sometimes they need really like. Yeah,
Is it clear?
vision, yeah.
You first for a second, I'm like, oh no.
And cramps, like your leg cramps in the leg, is typical Uranus. And I know because I have Taurus in house 6, and when Uranus moved to Taurus, in the beginning at all every week, like 3 or 4 times a night, I had to wake up from cramps in my legs. It was like, oh, so painful. And now sometimes I have it too. It depends if the planet is afflicting another planet, then I feel, oh my god, I have my cramps too. And sometimes in both legs together, so it's like, I don't know where to go, where to stand. It's so painful, but then
Yeah,
it goes away. And then magnesium is good. But I didn't find the herbs for
I
Uranus.
get them lately. I don't know why, and I feel like it might be because I'm not drinking enough water. I
Oh
don't
yeah,
know,
could be also.
but yeah, at the back of my, what are they? Your calves, your bottom legs, the
Yeah, yeah.
bottom part of your
Okay.
legs. Like I wake up and I'm like, oh my God, I can't move. It's like my muscle
Yeah.
is frozen and it hurts bad.
Yeah, and I'm gonna see what here. Okay. That I have. Uranus. Huh. Calamus is Uranus. Who? Water navel, silver beauty, diptam, herb, elderberry herb,
Heard of that
parbasia. I
one?
don't know these herbs.
No, me neither. I'm gonna have to look them up now.
Yeah, yeah, and I don't know the word in English. Let me see. Yeah, I can. The can. Um, Let me see. If I can find the word in English, then I can see. Wait. Um,
That's funny. Aquarius has the weird, strange
yeah, herbs. I never heard
herbs
about
I've
those
never heard
herbs.
of. Yeah.
Me neither. And that's the only. Yeah, I can look it up for. I have to see if I yeah, diptam. I can
Dipton.
wait.
Let me
Yeah, I
see.
have. Hmm?
I'll look it up.
Diptam. Diptam. Maybe it's. I don't think it's Dutch, but I think maybe it's the Latin name. I don't know.
Okay, wait a minute. It came up. It kind of looks like phlox. Not phlox, foxglove. No, it's not the foxglove. It's a shrub from the family of the rhomb,
Hmm.
RHOMB plants, and
Okay.
it's local to Europe. Leaves are similar to an ash tree.
Okay.
Look up the health.
Yeah.
It's
Never
weird.
heard of it. Yeah. See, funny names. So it's a funny planet. So. Uh, Calamus, yes, that's growing on the edge of the
Do
riverbanks. That's easy.
that would require her
Yeah.
homework.
And then okay. Parbasia.
Tardigrades would love it, huh?
Mhm. Parbassia.
Parabasia.
Yeah, Parbasia.
You're taking me to a whole nother level of herb here.
Yeah, I never heard about it. I never saw it. Never.
Okay,
Mm.
it exists. It- This requires research. I don't know. It's not coming up. This one's hard to find.
Yeah, I don't. Oh, yeah, never mind. Maybe.
I
Yeah,
think
maybe.
Parabasia is like let's get scientific here. Like it's like, the what's the name? Like if you're like Homo sapiens and then
Yeah,
Neanderthals and humans and all kinds of crazy things, hobbits fall under it. So Parabasia, I think, is the main family name.
yeah. Okay,
And then peppermint, basil, dill, parsley, oregano, thyme fall under Parabasia.
okay.
I think.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm just
yeah.
winging it
Could
here.
be, could
I'm
be. It's
trying to
good.
look it up right now.
No, it's good. And
Don't
then
judge me.
there's that herb rocket, stone rocket.
Stone rocket? Woman.
You see, that's
Woman.
yeah, and I know it's related to the universe. It's Uranus. It's good. I mean, I think that I never saw that herb. I don't know anything about that herb. But a rocket, it's the universe. I mean, the astronomy belongs to Uranus. So I think it's a right. Yeah,
Yeah, it's called a rocket herb.
yeah,
I don't know. These things are hard. Yeah, these ones come up like, Google wants you to tell you shit, and then you got to go deep into
Yeah, true,
research to get
because
the
you cannot,
truth.
yeah, it does not give the
Yes,
right.
so it exists. I just don't really know nothing.
Yeah. But this is another, yeah. But this one is actually silver school, but it's silver beauty. That's a known. I mean, that's a known herb, but I don't know the word in English. Silver beauty.
Silver Beauty. I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
but maybe it's different in English. We call it. You have to look up for the. If I say it in Flemish and you look from Flemish to English, then maybe you find the right name. But it's
Uh, okay, Dutch Irish Silver Beauty.
yes.
Is that it? Oh,
No,
here we
yeah,
go.
silver. Yeah, silver beauty. In Flemish it said zilver schoon. Silver schoon. It's Zilverschoon. So that's silver schoon, but that's Flemish, and I don't know the word in English. Literally, it's silver beauty, but most
Okay.
of the time,
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not finding it really.
yeah,
I don't know that one.
yeah, okay, but anyhow, it's those are, yeah, strange herbs for strange planets. So anyhow, so yeah, that is actually about herbs and healing and yeah, and
Yep.
astrology and eclipses and all that kind of stuff. Anyhow, oh yeah, reading that gave me a headache. Yeah, it's yeah, okay. These are, but then yeah, you can look it up also. And then you also have the Bach flowers related to the different signs, and yeah,
Um, yeah, so I was when I did the lunar eclipse. So ancient Greece, they believed that a lunar eclipse was a sign that the gods were angry
ah, yes, yes.
and coming for the king, though, specifically for the king. And they would hide the king and dress up a bunch of people as the so so if anything bad happened, it would happen to one of the people. So things
Okay,
haven't
then
changed much. Yeah. And
I'm cold.
what was the other one? Oh, and then in India and China. Now, India,
Yeah.
it's called Rahu.
Okay. Ah, yeah, Rahu. Yes.
Yes, the dragon Rahu, which is actually
Yeah.
also the lunar nodes, the
Hmm.
wave that the lunar nodes make. That's Rahu.
Yeah.
But so he um drank from stole the mortal elixir,
Yeah. Hmm.
and I think it was Vishnu chopped off his head before it could reach through his body and make him immortal
Ah,
or
yeah.
make him mortal. Okay, one of them. But
Yeah,
anyway, so
Vishnu is the god that probably wins, and then he takes down the demon. Yes. Hmm.
yeah,
Yeah.
so and so what happens is they believe that the so the head of the dragon swallows the moon,
Ah,
and
yeah.
but it's only temporary, right? So it's like a bad omen, but it's only temporary because he has no body, so it comes back
Yeah.
out. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, it's temporary. Yeah. Hmm.
China, India, and Norse, ancient Norse, whatever, Vikings, they would bang on pots and pans and drums and make loud noises during a eclipse to
Yeah.
scare
That's
it
what
away.
they say. You have to scare the negative. You have to make bang loud noises. So
Yeah.
apparently, negativity or negative energy, they cannot stand the noise. So you have to
Yeah.
make noise. When also in the house, when your house need to be cleansed and you do it, actually, you should make a noise or clap with your hand so that all those dark things that hiding you in your house or whatever, that they escape.
Yeah.
Um, it's yeah.
There was another thing I had about
Mhm.
it,
Ooh,
about
it's
the,
so cold.
you know, lunar eclipses and stuff, and now I forget what it was.
Yeah, I know. Um, the Native Americans, they pretend that it's not there. So they don't look at it either, I saw, and they pretend it's not there. So they
Yeah,
don't give it attention.
yeah. I was gonna
So
say
it's
that
also
they
good.
pretend it's not there, and I I want to say it was the Ojibwe used to shoot flaming arrows at it to reignite. Well, that was a solar eclipse. But they would shoot arrows at it to reignite to light it
Ah,
up.
yeah.
Yeah, so that was
Okay,
cool.
okay, yeah.
That would have been
Mhm.
cool to see.
Yeah, to see that, yeah.
Oh, and this is what I want to know, right? So the Aztecs, I'm just going to read it.
Yeah,
So,
read it, good.
so in the ancient Aztec civilization, an eclipse presented the possibility of the end of the world. If
Hmm.
a solar eclipse ever fell on a date for Olin, Ollin, I have no idea what that word is,
No,
for
oh,
Olin,
yeah.
it would herald the end of the world. Since the Aztecs were skilled
How do you scare away gates and
astronomers, would
Fulci?
not.
How do you scare away gates and Fulci? Yeah.
Yeah.
With
So,
light and not of noise?
so they knew the eclipse of wouldn't occur on 4 Olin until the 21st century. Yeah. So what's 4 Olin, man? Because
Yes.
we're in the 21st century.
Yeah, we are in. We are in. Okay, we are in.
Yeah.
Read it again. Read it again. That's, oh,
Yeah. So
wow.
what the frick is 4 Olin? I gotta figure this out.
Yeah.
So yeah, 4 Olin, Ollin, until the 21st century. If the eclipse was complete, they believed that demons of darkness would destroy the earth. In
Hmm.
Aztec myth, blood sacrifices were necessary to ward off disaster. Um, and that it's also superstition that they're dangerous to pregnant women. But I want to
Yeah,
know
but
what 4 Olin is.
no, I don't know either. But yeah, they
Yeah.
do those dark energy, they do blood sacrifices. I mean, they're crazy, yeah?
Yeah.
So, but anyhow,
Yeah.
it's, yeah.
So,
Yeah, yeah, it's good. I mean,
no, 4 Olin, guys, get on it. What's
use heat, yeah,
Olin?
but my heater is doesn't work. I mean, I have a heater in my because I'm cold, eh? Uh, because my heater doesn't work, and I think I have to buy a little fire. But if I have to be prepared for the apocalypse, then I better use to get used to the cold. It's gonna be much worse then.
Yeah, true.
So no, yeah, but yeah. So, but I have to. But small, yeah. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work, and then yeah. But I need to buy a little fire so it's nice and cozy. Maybe next time I'm gonna sit at the fireplace. Maybe next Friday. It's very cozy there.
Oh, that would be nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
would be much. Yeah, and then it's true. So it's also away from. Yeah, it's very nice there. And I put on some fire, and then you hear the fire in the background, and it's more colorful because there's not so much color, and it's yeah, that's nice. And I can sit nicely in my and on the couch, and yeah. So
Mm.
yeah, that is what I have about all the science and medicine and healing herbs. But it's of course to use it. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I thought you meant like just we'll just talk about herbs because you know how we've been saying about off-grid living and stuff.
yeah. We can do also like which
So
herbs
I
are good.
brought like some of the herbs that I brought the herbs because I have more in
You
bags of stuff I
you do the
ordered.
herbs, yeah, and you can tell about the herbs now because
Oh,
yeah.
no, I was saying that. I was just saying that. That's what I thought it was. I didn't know it was related to astrology. I thought we were just going all like world's gonna
Oh
end.
yeah, could get
Let's
yeah,
off-grid
yeah.
living.
Yeah, it's also good. Like, yeah, then I have to find my book again, my book from herb remedies and things like that. It's interesting. Yeah, more about herbs I like it too, but then we should make kind of remedies. We have to, what's good for a cold, what is good for, but
Yeah,
then you have different colds when you have a dry throat, when you have a aching throat, when you have a itching throat, when you have a blocked nose, all this kind of stuff. It's yeah, it's good. It's very nice. Different kind of easy herbal ways to get rid of yeah,
yeah.
little problems.
I was gonna say too, because I mean, I feel like part of the reason why my cold is lingering is because I wore a mask and my lungs weren't 100% when I got
Yeah.
the cold, you know what I mean? But um I think like, well, I mean, I know whatever, but we are literally taught to be a quick fix, right? Like we can't be
Yeah.
sick because we'll lose our job and get fired, and
Yeah. Yeah.
you know what I mean? Take this and you'll feel better in a half hour. Like we're used to this quick fix stuff, which isn't a quick fix. It's kind of just
Mhm.
like, um, like if the pipe breaks on your car and you're like tying it up with a
Yeah.
you know what I mean? With like a
Yeah.
hanger, it's not gonna last long. Like you might have fixed it for a minute, but it's eventually just really gonna break. And with natural remedies, it takes time because it's natural, because your
Yeah.
body is learning and working together to naturally clean it out. So
Yes.
we're so used to like,
You need
I hurt
time,
myself,
yes.
it needs to be fixed right now.
Yeah.
And that's not how your body works. So we have
No,
to
it's
get used
true. And you
to
need
it.
to sleep. I mean, sleep is also good, a healing way. Just rest and sleep and don't do nothing. It's winter time is coming. Actually, if you follow the cycles of the seasons, then actually in winter time is the rest time. It's the story time. It's the stay inside of the house, do cozy things.
Hibernating. Yeah.
You Yeah, you do things you can prepare for summer. Maybe I mean, used to make people make clothes, made whatever you can do inside of the house. And then in the summer you go out. When springtime you start working again, planting, gardening, all this kind of stuff. That's normally according to cycle of life. But now it's all the time busy, busy, busy. So the human machine, I mean, the human never stops. It's always like overdoing and overworking, and that's why it loses its contacts. Yeah. Um,
Yeah, but I've noticed lately, I mean, I did sleep late the one day, but I mean for like the last couple months at least, like at least in summer, um, I don't need to eat as much. And everybody's
no,
like, "Oh, to be healthy, you need to eat 3 times a day." My
no.
body will tell me when I'm hungry. Like I
Yeah,
don't
true. Your
just
body tells.
constantly
Yeah.
stuff something in my face, right? Like um I don't eat as much as I used to, and I'm somehow like healthier, like the size I'm supposed to be. I'm not, you know what I mean? And then I don't sleep as much as I used to. And I don't have as
Mhm.
much trouble sleeping. Like I go to sleep and I wake up and it's pretty much the same times, and it's, you know, I could do
Yeah,
like
because you
4
don't
hours of sleep
overburden your body,
maybe.
because yeah, that's good because your body has enough energy, and if you have energy, then you have enough food. I mean, we don't, yeah, like eating 3 times a day is like maybe children in the beginning needs more to eat, but normally you need to eat when you're hungry. That's all.
Right. Yeah.
And
I don't know
that
why people overeat like that. Like when you're hungry, eat, and when you're not,
yeah, that's
you
being
know.
addicted to that pattern of like 3 times a day eating, and sometimes you might even eat more maybe when you're like I mean, it depends on what you do. It depends on and yeah. So
But I just think it's weird because some of the people I talk to, like Jonathan, Christ, um, we all say the same thing. It just all of a sudden happened out of kind of nowhere around the same time. We all just don't need to eat as much, and we all
no,
don't sleep as much, and we feel
me
actually
neither.
healthier.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
so
it's
weird.
true. It
Yeah.
is. It is. So
God, the universe
yeah,
is preparing us for
yeah,
something.
natural way of life is totally different than yeah, it's Uranus way of life. It's not Saturn way of life. It's everything is rigid, scheduled. Like morning breakfast between 7 and 9 or something, and noon between 12 o'clock, evening meal. Like everything is like scheduled in Saturn time, but
Yeah.
Aquarius time is different. It's totally different.
Yeah, and I think that's weird too. I don't know why we have to be on this schedule where you eat every day at this time and you
Yeah,
do this every, like it's just everything is just so freaking strange. It's crazy.
yeah.
It's hard for me to function in
Yeah,
reality.
yeah, that's what we need to go with the flow. It's like yeah, it's
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, I don't
So
understand that. Like you have to eat this time. Why? I'm not hungry. That don't even make
no,
sense. You know what I mean? Like
no,
I'm
and
not a
then
robot.
if you're not hungry, your body will not digest it, and then you create toxins, and then the problems are coming.
Yeah.
So that's it.
Oh, that was the other thing. Mars uh, Mars around when 21st, when they go into conjunct at 0 degrees.
Yeah,
That's to me weird too. Like they're conjuncting at 0 degrees
yeah,
at the same time as soon as they enter Aquarius. That's so weird in a way to me, because like, I mean, for them to conjunct at like 6 and 4 or something, but
yeah,
at 0, when it's like the moment they enter, that's just, I don't know,
yeah. It is. It is.
some
Yeah.
next level stuff.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it's gonna be, oh my God, yeah. It's gonna be, I want to, but now we are the 21. So yeah, that's next week is the, yeah, not, yeah, almost,
Well,
yeah.
December 21, it's like a month from now, like
Yeah,
30
it's
days.
month now. But then before we have the eclipse, see what's happening then. And then 20, yeah, I'm always thinking what's gonna be, yeah. But we have to live our life. We have to live our life
Right.
at our best, otherwise, yeah, we cannot, yeah.
But when that happens too, Mars goes into I mean, I'm not sure exactly when Mars goes into Taurus, but Mars goes into Taurus, and Uranus is going to be squaring
Oh,
um
Mars with Uranus going to, oh my God, yeah, that's gonna be,
and Saturn with Uranus. They'll be squaring each other. I mean, it's like all
yeah,
these
that's
red, just
gonna
hard
be,
lines. Yeah.
yeah, it's gonna be fire and lightning and
Yeah.
everything. Yeah, everything. What? Yeah, that's yeah,
It's
yeah,
going to be like aliens control our country.
yeah,
The
yeah.
reptilians are real.
But then maybe also, but you know what the positive thing is? Uranus is like related to the universe, to other planets, other life. Also, I mean, aliens might be now becoming like openly a part of our life. You never know. Eh? I
Yeah.
hope the good ones, if they come down, okay, you did your job. Now we take over. Like the cabal is going to finish. Now the other cabal from other planets come. Oh my God. No, I
Yeah.
don't know. Maybe.
Yes. I really feel like some kind of alien voodoo crazy stuff's gonna happen. I'm
Yeah,
excited
it could be.
for her. I'd rather die thinking like an alien lasered me than with a freaking vaccine.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Shoop, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'd rather be evaporated super fast.
Okay, yeah. We can make a time travel to another planet and then bring you back. Like all those kidnaps. I mean, yeah, it's kind of interesting. The kidnapping from people by aliens, and they came back on Earth totally naked. But anyhow, it could be all a psyop from NASA or whatever. And I mean, we don't know actually. Is it real? Is it not real? Because everything is hidden. And yeah, could be not. But yeah, yeah, we know what we don't know. We need, yeah, we actually have to focus on the positive, the high vibrations, because if we're going more with the energy of Aquarius, it's high vibrations and truth. That is where we have to go
Yeah.
to.
And you know what's weird? Like, it's so crazy because, like, one day I
Okay.
get this flood. I told you guys when I saw the Biden thing, it was so creepy. Like really, like it was like watching a movie where they play the clip of the, tyrant brainwashing the public.
Yeah.
That is what it was like. It was like written with like psychological, like it was just insane watching it, right? And so then it was all like, I really had this evil negative energy, like, oh my god, like we're gonna die, like this is gonna be really bad. But then like today for some reason I felt like no, like things are gonna truths are gonna be revealed, and I don't think it's gonna be as bad as it is, and
No,
it's
I
so
don't think so
crazy
either.
living in this roller coaster of
I don't think so either. I think because, I mean, like all those people who had those dreams, I think that might have been a warning, but if it really would happen exactly as in the dreams, I don't think so. But it's good that dreams are told about it so people can be prepared and choose for the best. But will it literally happening like that?
well, also flood dreams don't always mean like a flood. Sometimes it means like a cleansing or a
Yeah,
purifying or
yeah,
a big change coming. It doesn't
yeah. It's
always mean
emotional
like
cleansing.
you're
Yeah.
literally going to drown, right?
Yeah, it's true. It's many times also symbolic, but some dreams are. I mean, the real dreams, they come totally from when you yeah, when you're like in the center, then you have really like the prophets. They have the real dreams, but we have dreams sometimes also related to our fears or to relate to our desires, related to it's not always what we dream that is
Is
related to, like,
right.
literally going to be reality. Sometimes it is, but many times it's maybe sometimes also just a warning.
Yeah. I actually used to be really into that stuff with dreams and everything. And I used to like different things you dream about are actually symbolism for something else.
Yeah.
And I used to get pretty good sometimes with people with their um if they tell me stuff and I would look up the symbolism and try to see how it related, and I used to get pretty good, but that was like a long time ago. I'd have to
Yeah, but
read
you have
that
a
book.
strong Neptune, and then you feel it's like you can feel what it means, and you have the language of symbols is quite interesting. And actually, in a dream, you have to be more aware of what do you feel during the dream than what do you see,
Right,
because it's
right.
kind of confusing. So you could feel very relieved, and although the dream might have been very scary and you went through something, but the relief is then important because you get rid of something was hidden in your unconscious.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's and yeah, uh, het kan geen April is no joke. Uh, yeah, that's it. And
Yeah.
yeah, we have to be alert. Like the I think the nice thing was like with the Jing with the Tao thing. Uh, it's like, okay, yeah, be like still like the water, alert, all those kind of what was, yeah, I cannot say it as well as in the, but that is now the time to be in that state of mind.
Right.
Mm.
Yeah, you have to be, like I said, you have to be soft where you can bend when you have
Oh
to,
yeah.
and then you have to be strong enough to wear down
Vulcan is retrograde
on
this
the
weekend.
other
What
rock.
does that mean? Oh, oh, okay. Yeah. Anyhow. Yeah. True. Oh, yeah. I would read stories all night. Oh, I would. Yeah. It would be nice to sit with all of us among a fireplace and a fire. Nice. Well, maybe next week I'm gonna sit at this fireplace so I can enjoy the fireplace and the fire. Hmm.
Yeah,
So.
and just to throw it out there, we really, in the little girly thing we do, we really think that we should all get together. I mean, I know right now, like, if you travel, you could, like, I don't know, blow out an eyeball or catch cuckoo or kill 50 people and become a super spreader. So I know it's not possible now, but we should really seriously
Yeah.
retreat somewhere where, because like on Verbo, you can rent like 20-bedroom houses, and
Oh yeah.
and yeah, and it'd be cool, and we could hang out for a week, and
Yeah, that would be really nice. I
it would
really
be
would go.
really nice. Yeah,
I
and then
really, yeah, and
we could show each other how shitty we are in real person.
yeah. Oh my God. Oh, did I really came for this? My God, you made me pay a plane ticket, and
I
what do I
know.
get?
I know. I'm like, yeah, because I show my best self on Facebook. Are you kidding me? You haven't seen me pissed off or crying,
That's
snotting out
true.
my nose. Well, you've seen me snotting out my nose, but I'm just saying, like, yeah, or
Yeah,
like
we're
when you
just,
get mad
yeah.
for no reason,
But that's
like,
the danger of internet. I mean, we are at our best, which is normal. I mean, you're not gonna
right,
do. That's normal. But then we have to be also mature enough when we meet each other in real life that sometimes, hey, come on, but that we're pissed off. I mean, that we are a little irritated or whatever, and just being laugh with it.
right,
Um,
right. I know. I think
because
it's gonna be
that's, yeah,
fun. It's gonna
in
be
real
great.
life it's different than but it's also even better. Also, there's both sides, because then, oh wow, so good to see you in real life,
Right,
and
right.
yeah, it's
I
like
think it's gonna be funny because I like watching people. See, this is my dark side. I like watching people melt down, and I'm like really good at observing people's behavior. and I just want to see how long everybody lasts with their best face on.
Yeah, and then suddenly they collapse. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see how
Yeah,
long
you
it
have to be,
takes
yeah,
till
you
someone
have
starts fighting over like the toilet seat.
Yeah. Yeah. No, no, you took my breakfast. Hey, no, I just bought this. No, that took it for me. It's just like here. I know because we have here with people. So I buy something and I know nobody will eat it. So I put my name on it. So, but then suddenly it's who took my, who took this, who took that? Oh my God. And but you learn and you learn
Yeah,
to laugh with it. So I have my yeah, I lived already 2 years. I mean many times I lived with a lot of people, and you have to learn and laugh with the flaws of each other. It's really because they
yeah,
change. If you cannot stand it, they become you get all those things again and again. If you keep complaining about other people's things you don't like, because you have to learn to live with it. Everybody's different, and then you laugh with it, and then we joke. It's like in a big family, we know each other, and we
right,
know the weak sides, and we laugh with it. So, but we still love
right.
each other. That's the thing. That is what we have to learn. It would be nice, and that's a good test. Being
Yeah,
together in how far are we really mature, because we're always speaking about being the light and things like that, but let's see how we can be the light in
yeah,
real life. Yeah, I think it will be okay also. I mean,
yeah. So
yeah,
do I. Because I think, like for us, we realize like we're all screwed up. Like we're all
yeah,
gonna
we're all screwed
mistakes. We're
up,
all gonna
yes,
do things that we
but
don't like doing.
yeah,
We're all gonna get on each other's nerves. It's just life.
yeah. Yeah, but it's a matter of communication too. I mean, sometimes people don't understand somebody's behavior because it's coming from a totally different background, and
Right.
you take it for granted. So those are those kind of little things that I mean happens. But that's the thing you learn if you meet each other. You learn to see yourself through other people's eyes, and then you can change. Uh, so,
Gerard said we like, which is insane, but
oh, did
I
he?
just learned that so you know how it's adult, a
Yeah.
adult, you know what I mean? Adult. So dolt, the actual etymology of the word dolt is a dumb person.
Ah,
And we
yeah.
call ourselves adults all the time and we say we want to be an adult.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so I'm glad all this time I've been saying I'm not an adult, I'm a
Okay, yeah, we
child.
don't want to be dull. We don't want to be.
No,
No. Oh, yeah.
I'm
Oh,
an
that's
immature
good.
child. I'm
No, you
not
have
an
to be like,
adult.
okay. Actually, you have to be spontaneous and innocent. No, I said to Jonathan, I have an example about innocence of a child. So it was a family, and yeah, there was, and they came together, it was a party, and everybody was there. And the little children were also there. I think the child, that particular child was 5 years old or something, and not so much more older at all. And he was looking at an uncle, and he kept looking, and he was just eating, looking, and everybody was a little bit just silent because they was enjoying the meal. And then suddenly, very hard, like with a loud voice, he says, "Mommy, Uncle John doesn't eat like a horse. You told me he eats like a horse." So it means actually, that's what we say actually in here. Like he eats so much, he has no limits in eating.
Right.
Like he keeps on eating. So the little child said, to the embarrassment of the parents, like in front of everybody, "Mommy, I know how a horse eats," because he takes it literally, the little child.
Right.
And then he didn't understand, yeah, the saying. And he says, like in the middle of the table, like, "Mommy, Uncle John doesn't eat like a horse doesn't eat like that." But it's so funny, you have to be there to there. It's
Right.
like, you have
No,
to,
my son did that one time, and like, it was a friend's store, like a little mom and pop store, and
yeah.
so these people came in, and the one guy was really overweight and smelled really bad, and like we were making faces to each other, like the acknowledgement of like, oh, he smells really bad, you know, and then my
Yeah.
son just says, real like, walks right up to him and goes, "You smell really bad," like
Yeah, but
just
they're honest. They just
right.
say
And I
it.
mean, it was like 3 or 4 or 5. Like he was really little, you know. And it was like, what do you say? Like, I'm like, I'm sorry, but it's true. Like I
Yeah,
don't.
it's true. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, it is like that. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah, but it's
Yeah,
also a long
they're
time ago, and I mean, yeah, and I was a child, yeah, because in our village, yeah, there's like only we had not so much intercultural, yeah, people like from different cultures. Was only we white people, and then suddenly there was a black man who came, and that child never saw one, and he said to the black man, "Didn't you wash yourself for a long time?"
It was
That was so
terrible.
funny, and the mother was so embarrassed, but the child, yeah, never saw.
Right.
But
He never
it
seen it.
was not badly meant,
Right.
but to think, oh, maybe you have to take a bath. But he didn't, yeah, he didn't know why does he has that kind of color. It was like not meant bad, and the man could
No.
laugh with it. He could laugh with it
Yeah.
because, but it was like the mother was, of course, super embarrassed, but that's what children do. They see something new and they have questions and
Right.
they don't have a judgment on it. They just ask, and
They
it's
just
like,
do. Right.
yeah, yeah, okay, yeah.
Well,
Anyhow,
that's part of like our problem. We get that childlike wonder like
yeah,
educated out of us where
yes,
nothing is like fascinating or where like a kid could be outside and just the way the wind is blowing in a tree or something, they're fascinated by it, and we overlook all those things all the time.
yeah, yeah. We do, and children are pure. They
Right.
just see the world and they just ask questions because they're curious and they wonder. They have no judgment, and we have a judgment. That's why we, yeah,
Yeah.
already, and they have no judgment, so they have nothing to. I mean, they just do. Yeah, it's like that. The innocence. That's why it's where we should be. I think it would be nice if we could see each other in reality. And in the beginning might be kind of awkward also,
It
but
will be weird.
yeah, but it would
and,
be
and
nice also.
and making things weird is my thing. I make everything weird because I overthink, and then I tell myself being honest is the most way to be, so just say it, and everybody's not ready for that because I just say it like because I'm like just figure it out, right? If
Yeah,
it's that you can't figure it out if you're not honest.
yeah, true. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
I don't know. I take
yeah.
risks.
Yeah, and just it's also about a matter of communication. If you learn to communicate in a way that people can relate to it, not in a in a sweet way more, but in an honest sweet way, but in an then people will they will answer. It's not like not in a defensive way of in a it's a whole matter of communication, I think.
Yeah,
So
yeah, and I
and
also think though too, it's like we're almost taught to. Okay, so first of all, we all do this, right? Like we all want to say something, and we kind of already expect what the answer back is going to be. So we have to learn to let go of those expectations because we can
yes,
never
it's true. That's true.
determine.
Yeah. We have too much, yeah, because and that's why instead of thinking about things, you just ask and communicate because you build up an answer in your head which is not related to the reality.
Right,
And that is
right,
always a disappointment in when people have disappointment in people. It's just that's what my guru says. You all have imaginations about each other's in your head. Your head is you should stop being in your head. You listen to your heart and you communicate and don't think. Don't think in somebody else's place. Don't think in
right,
my place, she said. Don't think playing your neighbor's place. Let they speak out for themselves and don't and if you want, then you ask and you communicate.
right.
So like
But I think that's part of our problem: judgment and expectation when it comes to communication, like overthinking, and
yes.
like I don't think it's hard. Like if you're being completely honorable, you're in a vulnerable state, and we're always taught to like protect our feelings and you
Yeah.
know be coos or whatever and stuff like that. But life is not that way. Life is not
Yeah.
dressed up sugarcoat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just
No,
is.
it's just
Yeah.
just wondering and say okay. But yeah, it's that's we didn't learn in an artificial society, communication is also not easy because you're
Mm-mm.
full of conditionings.
Right.
Yeah, and when we evolve in a higher vibration, it's inspiration. Conditionings disappear because you're totally living every moment in the presence.
Right.
Yeah, and then your mind is not on what you expect of what you or think you deserve. Your mind is in the presence, and whatever comes is
Comes.
okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
comes of you know how to relate with it, of you learn
Yeah.
how to relate with it.
Yeah. Like, because I noticed for myself, I mean, not really too much anymore, but it used to be like where I would have the whole conversation in my head before I even have a conversation with the person. And
Yeah.
it's never going to go away. You had it in your head. So what's the point of going through all that?
Yeah,
Just,
yeah, it's
just,
true. Yeah,
just
and
have
that
a
makes it more
conversation.
difficult to
Yeah.
communicate also because it's your that's why sometimes spontaneous meetings are very more it's more easy because you didn't think something in advance.
Right.
You are just okay, you just at the moment and then you just start talking for some
Yeah.
reason. It's more spontaneously than when you and that's the thing. So, but sometimes it's good when you're like overthinking, you just start doing together something and then your communications start being more fluent.
Right.
It's a tool for me. When I overthink too much, okay, God, let's do the dishwashing together, let's do this, and then you start talking and whatever it comes, it flows more
It flows
easy.
natural. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's a good way. That's why we should, yeah.
That's why I'm all for a hiking dates because I know
Yeah,
stuff in the woods and I'm just like, isn't that tree awesome? And then it just starts
yeah. Be busy and be in the
a
present, and
conversation.
but and don't, That's the thing. But that is, and that is Aquarius time, anyhow. That overthinking and over planning will fall away. That's Saturn.
Yeah.
So anyhow, let the age of innocence last as long as possible. Let that's what Jesus said. Be like children, you enter in the kingdom of heaven because they're innocent.
So remember I told you, like, because lunar eclipse energy is like weird. And for some reason, every time we do this, the energy comes in. And, like I started getting really nervous I mean, I was actually having like pains in my chest, like being nervous to come on here. So I put a citrine in my socks.
Okay, good.
And I've been totally mellowed out, calm this whole time. Just
See, we
saying.
have all our tools.
Yeah.
Very good. So,
But,
anyhow, the age of innocence should be last as long as possible. And
um,
so I think we have finished. I
yeah.
mean,
Yeah, it's been
we
4 hours,
we're
I
good.
think. It's been like 4 hours.
Oh, very 4 hours. Oh my God, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we're good because people
Yeah, they gotta go eat. So do I.
maybe they must be very hungry now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, we can
Lunar
say
eclipse.
mm.
Yeah. Is he here?
Yes,
Jamie?
Gerard here. We're more or less finished. Yeah, neem maar in
Jamie,
het.
Paige and Jamie?
Mhm.
I call
So,
him Jamie.
Gerard, you call him Jamie.
Well, just because on Joe Rogan's podcast, there's a guy that stands in the background that does everything, and his name's
Okay.
Jamie.
Okay,
It's
okay.
reverse our Jamie.
Okay. Oh yeah, he's on the background. Okay.
Yeah, he's in the
Yeah,
background handling all the tech.
Okay, Joe Rogan, I forgot to. Yeah, I always forget to look at him, but it's nice. So,
Okay,
okay,
bye bye.